I hit the live. We'll see. I have 32% battery life, but I have my phone plugged in. 6,000 kbps. I think that's good. I still don't have a phone stand for my phone to keep it anywhere. Here is my cross stitching. Oops. I have it upside down. But the caterpillar, see his face starting? And then his body, and he's holding the hookah, and that's the hookah smoke part. So every little square needs a color of thread, which is this. And so we follow our chart and we find our squares, which I think I'm working up here. And we fill it in. So we eventually make an image. And my front. I do have to share, just as a disclaimer, that this, you see this? It's another Schitt's Creek saying, it's my turn to take a selfish. And I have little fermented raspberries. These are fermented with moonshine. Do you? This one right here, or something on my cross stitch? See, when you're over 40, your earlobes get looser. So here it is. But these are, we finished the last of the mason jar of moonshine. And so these are the last of my raspberries, which are also fermented. And I'm sorry, I was drinking during Molasses' stream, even though she's sober, and I do respect that 100%. I'm not normally a drinker. I drank during my dinner for one video and had my margarita, and now this is my second drink of the week, which I'm gonna dig my fingers in because I'm ghetto. Sorry. I don't have a stand for my phone yet. It's tilted. So it is moonshined raspberries. Oh, you are like a pirate? Pirates are cool. I love that. You know what's with these though? They're open gold. I'll show you this one. So they're open hollow gold, and they collect water from my shower. And so sometimes when I tip them, water comes out of them. Because I don't change my earrings. I'm such a tomboy in a sense, where I like wear makeup and I try to be feminine, but honestly, like jewelry and I guess self-care like a woman would do is just not up my stream. So there's my fermented raspberry gum. This was pretty full. It's my last of it. That's how tonight's going. So tomorrow at work, I'll be either a raging drunk or very passive and let people do whatever they want. It could go either way, I guess, tomorrow. Right? Sorry, I got my finger on this again. I'm hoping. I went out today with my mother and I got my Mother of the Bride shirt on. So Mother of the Bride. And the mother of the groom has the same shirt, but in blue. So we had matching shirts. I would love to post it, but I doubt she wants to be on YouTube. So I'm trying to respect her and stay out of that. I could post some pictures of my daughter's wedding. I just don't want too many pictures of the family up because people will then swat and dox me. No, no names mentioned, but we all know who they are. My house is quiet until something happens, like if like somebody comes to the door. Hold on, I don't want to block my camera. Let me see. Let's see if she'll freak out. Ah, see? So when someone knocks or closes a car door, it's on. You see that, Beans? Do you see that? This is Beans, and she's a miniature schnauzer, and she needs a haircut so bad, which is scheduled for the 28th because the groomers, due to COVID, take weeks to go. And this is Nala and her husky squirrel because she goes to bed at 9, 10 o'clock at night and she's ready for bed. But yeah, my house is pretty quiet, so if I was to be swatted, that'd be a big disturbance to my house because my house is very drama-free and quiet. I got my prayer shawl. Oh, my makeup's drooping a little bit. See? Tomboy. But yeah, it's a typical weeknight, I should say. I have work tomorrow. I will probably work 10-hour shift again tomorrow so I can catch up with anything I missed today. Today was a day off at work, and I went out with my mom, and we went to Ulta Beauty, and I had rewards, and I had coupons, and yeah, I did jump on live, Ken. I was just explaining that I drank a whole crap load of moonshine today. I'm not a heavy drinker, but this thing was halfway full and it's gone. So I've been sucking on fermented raspberries now. So yeah, so I jumped on live to see what's up with everybody. So here's another raspberry down. Whoops, dripping with moonshine. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw Melton's live stream last night, but yeah, I was pretty attacked last night, but I mean, I know Melton called me passive aggressive, and maybe I am, and I just don't realize that's me, but hey Darwin, hey, how's it going? I'm glad I have Ken and Daddy Sales and Darwin's now in here joining us. I appreciate you coming in. But I saw Melton's, she's angry at me, and I get it, but her words were, I assumed you thought this way, and what was the other one? It's more of assumptions and feelings on stuff than who I really am, and they definitely hurt between Melton, Tasha, and Jeffrey, and whoever else were talking about me last night. We're saying a lot of cruel stuff about my character, and the whole reason for being here and why it's so weird to talk on other people's chats and how I'm being fake about being friendly and stuff. And I mean, Tasha has said many times she doesn't know who I am. And if that's the case, if you don't know me and haven't met me, then how do you judge my character and how I actually react or act in real life? So again, I do apologize for my slurring or anything I say crazy because I am on moonshine, but I'm here to have fun. Like, Tasha brought me into YouTube. She brought me and led me to Voight. I added people in the small machine community because Tasha had them talking to her and she was talking to them. And I really got curious over the summertime of who these people are. I so enjoy everybody that I've met so far. I mean, I obviously have some strict enemies that aren't going to like me, and I'm not going to like them. And I just feel we can go our separate ways and not be dramatic or hateful about it. Just go on. Like, just do your own thing. I don't care. But the people that I've met, even in this, small engine community is what she calls it, Fat Buddy Cat. Fucking hysterical. If you guys have not seen Fat Buddy Cat's streams, he is a fantastic mini bike builder. Do I know anything about mini bikes? Nah, I don't. Like, I never even heard of a mini bike until Tasha came on and started streaming about mini bikes. But I know he's in New Hampshire. I love the realistic energy of people. I love when you're real and talking about who you are and not being ashamed of expressing who you are. Whether you're a pansy, Molasses going through struggles, Fat Buddy Cat building an engine, NM, I'm going to call him out too, NM, when he's going through some struggles and fixing something, and then all of a sudden black ice hits him and he has to rebuild again. Yeah, if I like your personality, I am going to add you. That's what YouTube community is about. I am going to comment on your channels if I like your energy and I enjoy your content. I am going to say something. I'm not hiding. Rachella, you didn't change your picture though, girlfriend. Ray is the best. So now I'm at this point. I've been in Boyd for what, 3 months now, or even YouTube in general, because again, I am in the small engine community. I don't know how to take sides. I mean, I'm sorry, y'all. If you're gonna fight with somebody, I don't know how I feel unless I have a problem with somebody. I don't. Like, I've heard, no offense, Rachella, but hear me out, okay? Obviously, people have said they can't be friends with me if you're friends with Rachella because you're friends with Mr. T and whoever else. I don't know what to say about that. Like, me and Rachella get along fine. This girl fights COVID and then she jumps into the flu and she's got a gorgeous pit bull and I like her. Like, stop hating me because I like somebody. Stop. I can be friends with you and I can be friends with John and I can be friends with, I don't even know, like, so many different people. Like, stop. And, of course, like, I just laugh at, it hurts sometimes. I mean, this place can be very hurtful. And again, last night, Melton John is the only human being on YouTube that has my phone number. I'll say that straight out. She is the only human being on, and again, I'm gonna slur him because I'm on moonshine, I'm drunk. Melton John is the only human being that has my legit cell phone number on YouTube, okay? Why did I share it with somebody who some people feel is so outrageous and out of control? Because I enjoy her and I click and I get her. And we have had minutes go for 3 hours sometimes. We will just talk and talk on the phone for hours because there was a vibe there that I understood where she's coming from. She's now mad at me for telling Carlos Martinez that you're poking a bear. That's my saying. It's not sarcastic. It's not passive aggressive. Carlos, if you're listening, you took old streams of Melton. It's obvious. Her hair is like way shorter than it used to be. And you reposted it to just poke a bear. But again, respectively, how the Boyd works or how YouTube works, he posted to get a reaction and he got a reaction. And my comment to Carlos was, stop poking, or you're poking, or whatever it was. And of course my emoji was a face palm, okay? Because you're poking and so Melton threatened your life. I get what Melton feels. Now I'm a bad guy in Melton's view that I posted on Carlos's. I can't be restricted where I go. I like Anderson. I like Noodles. I'll tell you who I don't like. I'll tell you this. Right, Rachella? It's like a control thing. You're not my boyfriend. You're not my real life mother. You're not my real life boyfriend. You're not my real life girlfriends. I'm going to go where I enjoy. Thank you, Daddy Sales. And yeah, Melton, of course, is out there. And I think she knows it too. She does things that put her in that light of getting a reaction, and then people attack. It's just a vicious cycle, and she knows very well. I mean, she's been on YouTube in the Boyd longer than anybody has. Buff Carrot, what's up? What's up? Carlos, yet another one. Carlos, please do not troll with the letters. I've never had to block anybody, but don't do that. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and time out that one. I don't block people, and I made sure I don't, but I will not put up with trolling like that. I don't like people blasting my screen like that. So let me tell you who I don't like so far, because I don't have any problems admitting this if it causes problems. I don't like Slingshot. I was only in there one day, and he was telling everybody how every female needs to take an alpha male, and that the world is ending, and unless females take alpha males right away, that it wasn't going to work. And my comment was, how many alpha males or males in general on YouTube are on disability? So if a male is going to protect me as a woman, and I couldn't survive without a male fighting for my life, building me a garden, building me a house, how is that happening where most people on his streams are on disability and they're disabled and can't work? They're so disabled they can't build me a house. So to me, it made no sense. Like, how would I have less power or control because I'm a woman over this man who's collecting from the federal government money because he can't go out and earn on his own? Yeah, and because I made a comment, I got blocked on that channel very quickly. I'm not impressed by that channel. If it's entertaining to some people because they're curious of what outlandish stuff he has to say, then, you know, so be it. But, you know, again, that was my common sense theory. Why would I hook up with some male on YouTube that, again, can't make his own money and can't work for a living, an honest living, and has to beg for money off the government, but is going to save my life? Yeah, no, not feeling it, not feeling it. And as a woman, out of 2 major relationships where 2 children were birthed, and I was the one who provided and kept things intact, like figured out how to get the car insurances going, the electricity bills going, like, no. Because for me personally, I'm going to call Melton a she if she wants to be called a she. Like, David, if you wanted to flip into your name of Davita and that was your thing for next month, I would totally respect you and say, all right, Davita, I'm going to call you that from now on. So I totally... Ken, you know what I'm saying? Like, Ken, you and I just met, but after you're like watching your videos and you coming into my stream, you and I have the same energy about this whole thing. YouTube is for fun. We have real kids. Like, I don't know if you have kids. I'm sorry. Maybe I don't know you that well, but there's real kids. There's real grandkids. There's real house drama. There's real problems. And this is just for fun. And I'm not here to be malicious to any human being at all. I came, and I'm going to explain this again, because, you know, again, people are just knowing who I am. So I'll explain this again. I came to YouTube because Tasha Teeling put my personal information on YouTube. She put my address and my phone number and said, maybe not my phone number. Sorry, that was Moonshine talking. I can be honest when I make a mistake. She put my address, my information on YouTube, called me out by real name, real address where people get swatted on a daily basis. Okay, before I even knew what swatting was, I knew she was pulling this bullshit. Okay, Carlos, I love you, and you and I get along very well, but you need to stop that. Okay. I was married to a black man for 13 years. I have a black child, so I'm not playing that game with that, okay? And I don't block people, so you're just on a timeout, straight up. But 2 sons, 20 and 13. Ken, my 2 kids are older than your kids. Can you imagine? Like, I started when I was 21. Sorry, I'm going to have fermented raspberry and go back on my rant. Real life is right in front of you. When you shut the computer or phone off, daddy sales, amen. Seriously, exactly. Unplug, walk away, and you're good to go. And Buff Carrot, that means so much to me. Hey, Tasha, you see what I mean? Tasha has blocked me left and right, and I have not blocked her once. Tasha is totally welcome to come in here and say whatever she feels to me whatsoever. Is my last name really Tasha? I mean, Teeling. Again, Moonshine, Raspberry, going in. Ken, I'm 45. Oh, wow. 37 to have your first child that's whew. Because it's not like it's like old. I fully respect that you guys waited until you were stable enough and emotional stable enough to have a kid. Wow, 44 too with that. I couldn't. I'm 45. I'm 45 done with kids. First one at 21, second one at 28. So my first one just got married and has a doctorate in pharmacy. Hey, you know what I mean? I had nothing. I cried at her wedding reception. That's it. The white Tupac touches his. I don't even know what you're saying. But, um, sorry guys. I'm trying to catch him as fast as I can because my moderator is not here. Phil. Phil. Phil, my moderator. I'm not blocking Tasha though. You can see her comments are not being deleted. All right, let me just go back and say this real quick about the whole reason why I came on YouTube and why this is happening with Tasha. I've been with Tasha's brother for 3 years. I've known this man for 10, okay? I met him 10 years ago. We started in the same department together. Not romantically connected like that whatsoever 10 years ago, but as he moved up the career ladder, because he's a very smart and stable person, as much as Tasha wants to play him that he's not, he is. We still worked the same programs together, just different departments, and him and I would talk and keep in touch for all those 10 years, okay? I was going through a bad relationship breakup after my divorce, and him and I started talking again. So he has been my best friend for 3 years and in a serious, stable relationship. This is the best emotionally supportive relationship I've ever been in 3 years. Sorry, I'm just getting a weird error on my thing. So I want to say that the only reason why I came to YouTube, besides trying to find videos of how to fix my toilet, how to winterize my camper, and how to hitch a truck to the camper properly, the only reason why I'm on YouTube besides those normal human household reasons is because Tasha has posted my address, my full name, and has called me out and has added me to court documents with Pasco County, Florida. I live in Massachusetts, okay? She is attacking Mother for her retirement and trust fund. She thinks that's theirs, it's hers. We won't get into any of that. I'm going to focus more on like my attacks, okay? I wouldn't be here defending myself and using the last name of Teeling if, one, I didn't love her brother with all my heart, and two, if she didn't bring me here. Now that I'm here, let me say this. I have met people that I thoroughly enjoy. I love having certain people in my life. I love having Buff Carrot here. I love having Ken's Back Road Travels. And I'm just going up my stream right now too. Rachella, me and her get along. Jasmine Star, I get along with. Daddy Sales, I get along with. There's so many people I get along with. Melton John was someone I thoroughly get along with. She's mad at me right now. Maybe someday she won't be mad at me. I don't know. She doesn't follow my stream. She doesn't like my stuff. I don't know. It's whatever it is. It's Boyd, right? Coachisms, as you guys might all know, has a wrestling program that he presents. I believe it's every Friday. I keep thinking today's Friday because I had today off. But he presents on Fridays, and I will be a wrestler. I'm so excited. I don't know, Carlos, or I don't even know if you're Tasha or whoever. I am going to be an official Boyd wrestler. I have been inducted into the Boyd world. Sorry guys, I'm really trying to time out these people as fast as I can. I don't have much of a stream, so it's going to be easy, but yeah, Ken, I'm so sorry for 20 years of that. I mean, that's devastating. And whether it's your choice, I mean, I don't know. I mean, honestly, relationships are weird. Like, relationships just run. They're not the typical book of what you would find saying, like, you know, this is how things work. There's no books written on relationships, okay? So, like, okay, I'm friends with a girl. I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of acquaintances, I should say, okay? Very few friends that are close to me, but I have a lot of acquaintances. She was married for like 30-something years, had 2 sons with him. Every time I talked to her, she loved her husband to death. Could never say anything wrong about him, no matter how many close you go out for lunch or just hang out for the day. Like, she was so great. And all of a sudden, she divorced him. And I was like, whoa, like, divorce? Like, wow. After, I want to say, God, their kids were 20-something. So I want to say 25 years of marriage or maybe 30. And now she's a lesbian. And she's married to a woman. That's not my business. I mean, I don't know, her business or how she feels or whatnot. So again, I'm not here to trash whatever she says. Everyone has their own journey. Everybody has it, but and yeah, so sociopaths. My last boyfriend, Tasha, was a sociopath. A sociopath is someone who tells you they have 2 kids and they really have 8. A sociopath is somebody who comes with nothing but clothes on their back and convinces you to buy them a lot of stuff. A sociopath will convince you that the world is great and twist things to make you do things that you normally wouldn't do, which is kind of what you're doing. I mean, honestly, with your lawsuits against mom and the money you think that you're owed, you're 44. Like, you're 44. Pay your bills. Nobody owes your bills. Nobody was supposed to save your house. Nobody was supposed to save your nursing license. What's up, John? See, now here's John Camillo, the king of truth. And let me just say, again, this is another man I'm not supposed to be friends with, right? This is another boy person that I'm not supposed to be allowed to be friends with. And me and John are cool. And let me just say this right now about John Camillo. And let me just say this, and you guys can totally be mad about this, but I followed John with all the whole videos about him stealing toys for tots and toys from those bins. He didn't reach in the bins. And let me just say, as a thrift shopper, I go to thrift stores a lot. And I know a lot about donations. I know about picking up stuff on the side of the road and selling them on Facebook Marketplace. I am that person, okay? I know about flipping a good deal, okay? John and I spoke with Lolly, okay? And Lolly, I have no issues with Lolly either. John and I spoke. That shit outside the bin was for clothes only. Like, do you guys even read or understand? When someone says clothes only and you throw toys out in the elements like rain and snow and hurricanes, and you just throw stuff out, anybody has the right to save it. And if it rains the next day and all that stuff, the electrical battery powered toys that he picked up gets ruined because of rain, that's just now trash for our environment to eat. The landfill doesn't need that shit, okay? Again, John was at a clothing only bin that someone took their stuff and threw it out for somebody to take. You're not going to sit there for 30 days waiting for someone in need to go grab it outside those bins and hope for 30 days it doesn't rain, okay? So seriously, I have to say that about the toy bins. No. Do not attack John Camillo for that reason. Seriously. And if you want to go follow him, the king of truth, yeah, John has some quirks that are not going to like him. John has some things about him that you may not like. Don't we all? Don't we all? So I can notarize my own documents. Tasha, you're talking about shit that happened in the 90s. We're in 2021. Even if, and that's a capital I and a capital if, okay? If those notarized documents were not allowed to be notarized for whatever legal reasons you need to, you have a statute of limitations, okay? There's a statute of limitations. So contact the Attorney General's office of New Hampshire. Contact whoever you want. Contact lawyers. I told you, I encourage this. Lolly offered you help, okay? This is like, no, Alec, I don't have a judgment lien. I had a $900 bill on my house, if you looked it up, and that's fine if you did, because obviously it's public records. But Alec D, I don't have a lien on my house at all. I don't. I had a divorce with a $900 credit card that I went to court for and didn't realize there'd be a lien on my house for it. So as soon as the lien came through, I paid it in that month. So go ahead and say I had a lien on my house. This is so tit for tat. I make so much more money than that. Like, The $900, once I found out it was a lien on my house, out of all the $20,000 credit card debt I ate from my divorce and paid it myself, thank you very much. Woman's power. I paid all the $20,000 credit card debt myself. There was one credit card from Old Navy that fell through my grasp, that left my responsible records I forgot about, and I went to court several times for a year about it because I couldn't pay it all at once, and they put a lien in my house in the Worcester court, in the Worcester, what's that called when they own your property? The Worcester County something. And there was a lien on this house. And once I learned that it was, I went right down to the Worcester County District Office of whatever it is, and I paid it, and I got it stamped, and I brought it back to the courthouse like I should the same day, and the lien was released off my house. And seriously, if there's a $900 lien on my house that's worth over $400,000, and again, this is all public record of the way the market is cuckoo. This is my family home. We've had it for 45 years in my family. Anyways, if I was to sell the house when there's a lien on it for $900, what happens? Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Hey, Street. Hey, Uncle. My favorite uncle in the world. Tasha's a parking lot lawyer. If Tasha can find a I can't even talk. Uncle Boozy called Tasha a parking lot lawyer. If she's not being kicked out of Home Depot's. I'm sorry, hold on. Okay. I had some moonshine. This got away from me. That was hysterical. No, Ken, the only reason why I'm explaining personal things is because these parking lot lawyers need to understand how this works. If I sold my house tomorrow while the market is fucking manic and like insane, even if I sell my house in 5 years when the market crashes, my mom's house, yeah, it is. It's my mom's house for sure. If the market crashes tomorrow and I sell this house for $90,000, the $900 lien on my mortgage, no, it's not, it won't even have a mortgage on here. If the $900 lien on my title would be like deducted from the $90,000 I would get. It doesn't even matter. That's such chump change. Oh my God. Because Tasha, you're not suffering, girl. You have full disability at the max. You said on your video you get full disability at the max. God, I'm so giggling. King? Camillo, John, dude, I've liked all your dancing videos. You know I've given you a thumbs up, honey, for everything. Yes, my moonshine. I got the giggles now. So fucking silly. Everybody has his own issues. Okay, let me just tell you about my mom's house. Yeah, this is my mom's house. This is my parents' house. And the deal was I would take over the house and pay her money in full for the house, like get my own mortgage and pay her for full for the house. And she would go to an apartment and live on her own. But rents here for a 2-bedroom is $1,700 or more a month. She would have blown through that money in like, what, 3 or 4 years? And then what would she be? She'd be back in my house. So it doesn't even matter. Like, we have a lawyer involved. The house is set. So you're right. I moved into my mother's house, and as a woman in her 70s and as a woman in her 40s, we're like roommates. We're cool. Like, it's all set. I mow. I take care of the plow guy. I take care of the garbage. I take care of the mopping and the vacuuming and the dusting and the dishes and the food. And like, you know, so I don't live in my mom's house. We live together and we help each other, as a family should be. John, your dancing's for me. You understand. You keep saying that shit, John Camillo, and Wally's gonna kick my ass. Oh my God. Joe, thank you so much for stopping by, and you have my email, and I really appreciate our chats. I do appreciate us talking the way that we do without being on YouTube and having drama in between. So I do appreciate our friendship a lot. Um, John Camillo, you can't say you dance for me, honey, because Lolly, all right, Lolly Cunningham is going to come kick my ass. And you know it's true. You can't be saying that shit on YouTube. You know how this place goes. Tasha, sorry. I almost choked on a fermented raspberry. I ain't talking for everybody else, okay? You took my name and my information and put it on YouTube for someone to swat or dox me. Or did you dox me and someone could swat me? See, I haven't got the lingo right because I'm not a YouTube person, but I'm learning. I'm here learning. John, you can't be calling me baby either. Lolly Cunningham is not going to be happy about this at all. We can't keep continuing on this. But I don't know. Sorry, I'm going to back up a little bit. Buff Carrot, John was giving me his best moves. And East Coast, I'm a pathetic hypocrite. It's okay. Trish Williamson, is that her name? Lori Lee. East Coast GS. Jeffrey. Shit. Dude Abides. Jeffrey. Shit, I watched that movie so long ago. Whatever you want to do, support Tasha. If it wasn't for you people supporting Tasha, she needs people like you guys. Like, it's okay. Like, I get the reason why she's on YouTube, but I understand the reason why I'm here now, too. Thank you, Tasha. You're right, Uncle. Uncle, my favorite uncle on YouTube. You were so correct. You were so correct on that. Tasha, I just snagged your video of the you and the toe guy. Listen to this, guys. I just snagged the video. And I know I had it from before, but I didn't realize that Tasha's video with that toe guy was the same knock, 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 open his door, and the same yelling that she did to RV Davey. Like, it's comical. Like, I will post a video soon of a smash up. I can't. All right. So here's my decision. I don't know how deep I want to go into YouTube. I haven't paid or download really good video software yet where I can put things to music and make it entertaining. And you know how people do that to music and stuff, and it's great. I don't have that capability yet. I do have mashup capability to an extent, but I downloaded some video of Tasha pretty much not physically attacking the tow truck driver, but damn close to it. And it's very similar to the RV Davey thing. So like, so go ahead. Tasha, let me save you some time. I know you want to go to Quartzsite, Arizona. Cheers, guys. Oh, it's going to be an enjoyable day tomorrow at work. I'm either going to love my coworkers or hate them to death. Let me just tell you, Tasha. Ken, it's so true. But I'll tell you, Ken's Backyard Travels. If you guys haven't followed him, please sub him. Please, please, please sub him. Actually, you know what? Right now, Ken, I'm going to give you a wrench. Hold on. I'm going to give you a wrench because Phil's not always here. So you're my second wrench now. Let me tell you, Ken's Backroad Travels is a real-life human. And real-life humans mean you come off YouTube when it gets too much. You ain't saving me nothing because you say it applies to me. Okay, sorry. Sorry, Tasha. I'm sorry. I have drank 1 glass of moonshine, and this is all, like, I'm very lightweight. I can't do the hardcore vodka, Fireball, and Kratom concoctions you do. I can't hang. Like, I can't hang with what you do. But then again, I have a job, so I really shouldn't be hanging the level you do because I have to function tomorrow morning. But let me just say, I'm going to save you some time with Quartzsite Police. When I called them, this is what I said. I said that I'm on YouTube Live and that this whole thing is going to sound ridiculous, this dispatcher, but hear me out. I am on YouTube Live and I just witnessed somebody being assaulted, and all I know is his name is RV Davey. He has given me instructions of where he's at. Here, listen. And I rewinded my iPad and I had her listen to the instructions that RV Davey gave to where he was at. Okay. And she said, do I know who assaulted him? And I said, I'm assuming it's Tasha Teeling. And she has a white van with Florida plates on it with a mini bike in the back with Vermont license plates on it. Okay. She asked if Tasha was armed and dangerous. And I said, rumor has it she has a gun in her van, but I'm not positive on that. She does have a dog who is very much attached and loved and loyal to her and will attack if needed. I did say that and left it at that. My concern was not to arrest or get Tasha in trouble. It was about getting RV Davey out of that area. Now I am more familiar with how BOIT works. I have learned from Jeffrey and East Coast and everything and everybody else who has taught me about how this whole BOIT works. And to them, out of 30 viewers, I was the only one that called the police, the courtside police, up here from Massachusetts. Okay, I called the courtside police to get RV Davey out of the front seat of his van with this handicapped man who just got out of the hospital. Okay, couldn't pee, couldn't charge his phone. Okay, and just get him to a Cracker Barrel or something, right? Like, so that was all the information I gave him. So if you want to keep going to courtside police and and again, if you're innocent, Tasha, why do you want the transcripts of my 911 call? Why do you want them? If you're innocent and you're not a player in this role in this incident, why do you need the transcripts? I mean, that's just an administration of guilt, because any admission of guilt, I should say. Sorry, again, drunk. Anybody else, nobody out of 30 people watching RV Davey getting the shit kicked out of him, the fucking, now I'm hearing it's a flashlight bashed in his head, would need the transcripts of that police call. You're just wasting your time, girlfriend. I am glad the federal government pays you a monthly Social Security disability check so you can be disabled and not have to work, but yet have the ability to file these government documents. I'm so happy that our country allows people like you to be on full disability, and that we pay you a monthly check to live the life you do, to sleep and have the freedom to sleep when you want, to wake up when you want, and still have full capability to drop a transmission in a miniskirt and ballet slippers, and also file federal documents against me, your brother, your mother, I'm assuming your father, and all the accusations you make. If you want to come work for the IRS, it's usajobs.gov. Come work for us. We're hiring. We're hiring. You're not disabled because you're family. You're disabled because you're own. You're disabled and you're disappointment to this country. It's called nuts, right? It's so called nuts. Mind your business, Lori. Davey needs nothing from me. East Coast, like I said, I learned. And I've told Davey I will not call the cops again. Tasha is a full unblocked person on Davey's chat. RV Davey enjoys Tasha. It's so fun. Like, that's totally fine. I will never, ever, ever call the cops for RV Davey again. I may call the fire department because that man had a beeper beeping in that RV. East Coast GS. You know what? If it wasn't for you and some other few handful of people that support Tasha 100%, then she wouldn't have the voice on YouTube that she has, and she wouldn't get the mental help that she really, truly needs. I mean, honestly, you know, I won't go into any more of her personal, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, the only reason why I came in here is because I was attacked first. So, oh no, I've already contacted Social Security, and I will be contacting them more. Yep, no problem. Because as a Okay. The difference between me being a family member to Tasha and not being a family member is really a marriage license. Okay, so if I get married to her brother tomorrow, which probably terrifies him if he heard this being said right now, but if I was to get married to her brother tomorrow, that makes all the YouTube difference in the world, right? Then I'll be officially in a tealing and I'll be officially related to you. I mean, come on, this is deep. This is deep. And calling Social Security and reporting her to take away her money is making, so okay, let me slow down a little bit because get on my moonshine. From what I understand, when you're in disability from Social Security, you're supposed to be under doctor's care. Am I correct in saying that? Because I really don't know this element. I've never had to be. I've been employee of the IRS for 20 years. So I don't know this world and this life. So please correct me if I'm wrong. But if you're on mental health, okay, disability, which I respect when people need it. We as the United States of America, we're a very caring country compared to other socialist countries and other groups. So if you are on disability, are you not supposed to be in a care of a doctor? And you're not supposed to prove that you're on medication to stabilize that care. I know people that have been bounced out of disability for not being on tranquilizers, like for not having psychiatric care and an update for their disability. Like you have to be under doctor care and give them reports to the federal government to still be qualified to collect those checks. So for me, I know it sounds mean, Tasha, Street Life Blue Noodles. Oh, John, I love Street Life, so please don't give that man a hard time. He's my New England brother, so please don't give him a hard time. But I really think, Uncle Boozy, I don't know, talking to other people that I know that were taken off their disability, you need to have proof. So honestly, for her own sake, I have no issue reporting her to make sure that she goes on disability, to make sure she goes under doctor care. That's not a problem for me. David, I don't know how to answer that right now. I really don't. Yeah, Street Life. I don't know what's up with you and John. Like I said, I try to stay neutral, boy. So, East Coast. And again, like, I respect that you're friends with Tasha. Like, you and I had no issues except for Tasha. Like, if Tasha didn't exist, you and I would be friends. So, please defend her and be her best friend. She needs it. Like, she needs it. She needs people like you and Trish and Laura. And, oh, you have two Lauras, don't you? Laura Lee and Laura Stevenson. Whoever wants to take her place, I don't care. I'm not blocking you. Yeah, Daddy, that's what it is. I mean, if you watch her page, it's just what it is. And I mean, it's going to happen. We are in a country of people that have their own opinions on how people act. And some people buy everything she says, and some people don't. And again, I've never blocked her, and I have no problem with her saying her piece. Whatever she wants to say in here, she's more than welcome to say. So now I have watered down moonshine because my mason jar is empty. Yeah, I know Street Life. Street Life, you and I have been friends for a while. Like, I totally understand. So, it's not an assault. Tasha, you're so sensitive. It's not an assault. My statements are always facts. Always facts. Tasha got $40,000 from the state of Florida to save her house before it went to foreclosure. She didn't use the money towards the house, and she lost her house. And she's 44. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I took over my mother's house. Yes, I did. She needed the help. I needed the help. I was going through divorce, and my mother took me in. And she let me stay here rent-free for a year to pay off my credit card bills and get myself a better car and to have a roof over my two children's heads. Because you know why? That's family. I have no shame in saying that. That's family. I've been with the IRS for 20 years. Okay? I have a job, I pay my bills, and I got stuck. Okay? Just like when she divorced my father, she came to live with me for a year, and she was over 44. It's just what families do. It's not a big deal. And now that we're here, I've been here for 6 years, 7 years, we're on equal terms. It's all good. And now she's an elder and I'm taking care of her. She's 72. Okay? So when things are difficult for her, and I'm not a home caregiver, I'm not a nurse. She already knows that, okay? But when shit happens and things break, like the toilet breaks, I fix it. Make fun of me all you want. I don't give a shit. It's real life. It's real life. And the way the world is collapsing right now, this country is going, y'all gonna feel it. You're all going to be living with your family and your aunts and your uncles and whoever needs to take to get yourself back on your feet. It is what it is. So Andrew Hondo, who are you? Hold on. I'm going to back up a little bit to Andrew Hondo. Andrew Hondo. He's on the criminal database. Hold on. We talking about RV Davey? All right. Typical tealing assault from Tasha. Blah, blah, blah. East Coast defending Tasha, blah, blah, blah. Uncle Boozy giving Tasha realistic advice, blah, blah, blah. Uncle, you're my favorite uncle. I swear to God you are. East Coast, I don't have issues with you either. Like, I for real don't have issues with you at all. I like the fact that you help cats and do the animal, you're an animal advocacy, and I appreciate that. That's what it's called. Fact, Davey went to prison for sex crimes for an underage girl. It's all good. Put the pipe down. This person's no clue and is lying. Davey didn't have sex with underage. I don't know what Davey did in the past. It's YouTube. RV Davey. He's funny. RV Davey. Again. Like I was just on Molasses' chat. I'm a Pisces with my moon in Scorpio. I'm a water sign all around. I love people for who they are. Even if RV Davey had a criminal record and did stuff to young girls, I don't know what to say about that. This is YouTube. I don't know what to say. Am I going to hire him to be my employee? No. So I don't know what to say about that. I really don't. Not me. I'll haul it back down to South America. Oh, Ken, I enjoy you so much. Lori, stop. You have three people, losers that watch you. You just stop. It's okay. Thank you. Our mutual hatred for Robert Teeling has brought us together. I can't stand that more. Uncle, come on, honey. I'm drunk. I'm sorry, Tasha. I'm really sorry. I don't mean to laugh. This is my drunkenness. All right, Tasha, how am I a criminal? I'm a federal employee of the government. If I was a criminal, Tasha, I wouldn't be employed as yourself is not. Oh, Tasha, please go get help. This is with all my heart saying, please go get help. You say things that are so similar to your brother. Like, in my house, all the 3 dogs are Scraggles. Like, do you understand that? And when you were in your van calling Cookie Puss a Scraggle dog, like, my heart breaks for all you guys. My heart breaks. Like, the video games you love, the video games he loves, the pinball we play with Dad, that I'm sure you would love too. Like, oh my God. The hiking, the kayaking, the RVing. Like, Tasha, realize you need help and go back to the way you were. Because there was a time that you were happy with you and your family and your son. And you were stable and you were working and you had a boyfriend and you did whatever this is. And it's not about transgender. It's not about everyone hating Tasha. Stop. Like, stop. Like, I know I don't know you, but I wish I did. Like, for real, I'm speaking from my heart. I wish I did. Like, you and your brother talk so much alike. You'll post something on your channel that's actually positive. I'm like, damn. Like, you guys have so much family together. It's amazing. So I'm sorry whatever you're going through, but please, 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 please. You have admitted since you left Florida, you stopped your medication. Go back if that's what you need. We were just on Molasses's channel, who was reaching out, being as honest as she could about whatever she's going through, whatever people need. We had people in Molasses's chat talking about how they're on Effexor and Celexa and Paxil and Ativan and whatever people need to get themselves mentally healthy, to realize that they're in a rut that they're not getting out of. When we're 44, we should be able to stand on our own 2 feet, or if we can't, like the situation of me and my mom, where, Mom, I have to come home, I'm screwed. And she's like, okay, come on home. But when you act so hateful and you get court involved, and you get people swatted, and you do bad things, you burn your bridges. It's as simple as that. You burn your bridges. So go back and reflect on what you need. Go back and reflect on it and where things went wrong. That's it. That's all I'm asking you to do. Seriously. You came last year up to New Hampshire. You came to Portland, Maine, my favorite vacation spot where I was not allowed to go because of COVID. You went to the White Mountains and Diana's Bath. You came to Manchester, where I knew where you were and sent your brother to you last year. And what did you say? You said your brother gave you a hug and you felt it was creepy. And you regretted that hug. For real, girl? For real? You came up from Florida to New Hampshire, to our area where you were raised and where you grew up, and your only blood brother came to reach out to you, and you do that? You know, you do that? And then on a video you say he had sex with his mother, and then his mother had an abortion instead of a miscarriage. Like, the hurtful shit you say matters. Do you not get it? And East Coast, this is the reason why we have issues, okay? This is the reason, like, rewind it and listen. Please. I know this is YouTube, but this is our healing real life. The shit she says matters and it hurts, okay? I'm not nuts, East. If anything, I'm the most sanest person you're going to ever meet on here. I don't know Luna Moon. I don't know Luna Moon. This is real life, GS. The person is a conspirator that's contributing to the wrongdoing. This is what I mean. Tasha cannot mention any criminal acts that I have had done. She cannot mention or even give me one example of what I've done to deserve any of this. You have a pinball machine, Uncle? You have a pinball machine? What pinball machine do you have, Uncle? You know, I'm curious. You can't work for the government. My ex-wife's a nurse manager at the VA Mississippi, and they get Vet Pro every year. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Ken. I cannot have any criminal background on me whatsoever. I lose my job. TT missed the boat. Well, you know Daddy Sales. If anyone missed the boat, you would know that, Daddy Sales. Leave RV Davey alone, you guys. This is YouTube, not real life. What the fuck? Hey, things follow you. What are you going to say? As much as I love RV Davey, I do. I enjoy RV Davey. I'm there every day. Go see me. I'm in there all the time. I don't know who Luna Moon is, though. I support criminals because I am one. I think I'm back up to where I was. I'm sorry. I'm just scrolling through. Gilligan's Island. Shit. I don't think I played that. You're putting me on a pinball request. Uncle Boozy, have you used pinball maps where you can find certain pinball machines? Carlos, what's up? You gonna speak normal now without doing spam shit? Because you're more than welcome. Tasha says, I asked her to stop talking about me and she just keeps going with the character assassination. Oh, I don't know, Tasha. You haven't asked me to stop talking about you because so as you guys know with YouTube, if you block someone, you can still read what someone says. So Joni has blocked me and I can still read all the shit that Tasha says about me all night long in Joni's channel. And Tasha tries to take over the conversation to poor Tasha again. I see it happen every single night. Melton has not blocked me, but I did fall asleep after my first post, and Tasha has a wrench and I do not. So if Tasha wanted to block me and Melton wanted to block me, I will go quietly. It will all come back around the end. It's not a problem. But yeah, last night Melton and Jeffrey and Tasha had a field day talking about me. So it's not about me not talking about Tasha and she goes away quietly. No. She just happens to now own this kills me too, you guys. Seriously, Tasha owns a brand new Samsung Galaxy something something phone, and that's over $1,000 of merchandise in a box. How can you be so poor and e-bag with your PayPal account if you own a brand new Samsung Galaxy phone sitting in your van? You ain't broke. You ain't thrown in the street homeless. Cheers to the game. People need to play for their e-bagging, for real. Pinball Hall of Fame is here in Vegas. Oh, is it in Vegas? I knew there's one down in Georgia. I'm going. I told Molasses my bucket list. Hey, Phil. What's up, Phil? So, Phil, just to let you know, so you don't get upset, I gave Ken a wrench as well because Ken's in here quite a bit and Ken is cool as shit. So you and Ken are now my only wrenches, just to let you give you a heads up. Joni makes me barf with the food that she cooks. Joni's awesome. She really is. So, you know what, East Coast? East Coast GS. I'm in Massachusetts. Tasha came up to New England and refused to meet us. Refused. Look at her videos. She drives by family houses and refuses to meet up with us. So it's not strange. It's not strange. If, like, you know, COVID happened, of course. I'm not about to go down to Florida. Like, I'm not about to travel out of state, to be honest with you. She lives in a van. She's now in California. Where do you want me to meet her? 3 years. 3 years now. Where do you want me to meet Tasha? She doesn't want to meet. It's all good. So Uncle, I will say, and whoever else doesn't like Joni Portwood, she's welcome. I mean, I really don't have an issue with her. I don't have an issue except for, let me name the people I have issues with again. Ready? Slingshot. Major issue with the whole alpha male shit. And I got blocked anyways. So, I mean, we're just going to be not friends. It's cool. Laura Lee, who is friends with Tasha. She attacks me every time she can. Me and Monica seem to be cool, all right. Like, she won't talk to me if Tasha's in the room, and I totally respect how she feels because she's pro Tasha. Not a problem. As long as you don't hate on me or speak shit, I'm cool. So that's a really small list so far, right, of, like, who people that I have issues with. But Joni, I definitely don't have issues with. I think Joni's awesome. Be who you want to be. You know what I mean? Be who you want to be. So Gerald, is that Coates you're talking about? I love Coates. Absolutely love Coates 9000 series. Me and him are cool. And actually, if Coates comes back up to this area, New England, when summer hits, we're totally going out to dinner. And you guys will see it. Totally, totally, totally. Pure loony Lori is. Shame. Lori, this is all here for life. You look like a fool. Guys, hands up if I look like a fool. Go ahead if you want to hands up me or thumbs up me if I look like a fool, and I'll stop. Because it's all right, East. It's all right, East. Again, I don't think you listen to Tasha's videos. I don't think you hear what she says. I refuse also nuts, kid nuts. I seen Tasha video of her putting them funny posters of Elvis at the park and couldn't stop laughing. I thought it was pretty funny. What's up, Joe? Joe says, I almost forgot to ask you if you checked out that dead but no. Joe Cobra, you know that I am not going to your dead zombie game. You know that Lori's going to have nightmares if I even try to play your video game. You know. you know. Lori can handle shit like I'm watching Downton Abbey. And I'm cross-stitching. So look. See that? It's coming along. I get his hookah pretty much done with his pillow. And the caterpillar is up like this. So you know. Tasha, I don't know where you are. All I know is you're out of California. You're either right on the border between Arizona and California or you're in Arizona. Because you can't post a video saying that's windy as hell and then RV Davies like, oh, the wind's kicking up, now it's about to rain. I mean, you're there. Again, I don't care where you are. I'm not What is this SIM card? Okay. No. No, Lori. Please let the Lord take your voice. I'm not going into it with whatever guy you met in the... Tasha! You met some random homeless dude in a car and let him in the van, and you posted a video that y'all had sex and that he stole your cell phone information and ripped and hacked your cell phone to copy who you are and got in your... Let me stop. I can't. That's your own problem. I can't. You gonna let strange men in your van that present you coins and stolen jewelry that they have you touch with your raw fingers as they're wearing gloves? So now your fingerprints, according to your videos, this ain't Lori making shit up. According to your videos, you put your fingerprints on stolen merchandise due to some dude you met living in his car by the tracks that you told everybody you're all set. You're going to pull your van in some sort of gated community he has or gated lot that he owns that was all fenced in, that you and this person will build a cabin and live nomadically. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, do you guys listen to this? Again, your 3 losers raised their hand. I don't see anyone raising my hands. It's all good. Just wondering, anywho, see you later back. Yeah, totally, Joe. Play your game. It's not worth being here. Trust me. Disinformation. Tasha, it's from your fucking videos. Hold on. I hate Tasha. Living Free, Mikey. Both Carolyn's. Nomadic Fanatic. Living Dead Holly. Yeah, me and Holly get issues. I don't hate her, but me and her have issues. Berg Show. Is he on disability? Bergs is? Come on, dudes. All the people, Uncle Boozy, you're naming, right? The Berg Show, Blue Van Dan, Rambling Traveler, Nomadic Ranch, Doxnator, and a few others. Isn't Slingshot saying, like I said before, I should be a submissive woman so my alpha male on disability can take care of me? I don't get it. Total stalker. I'm not a stalker, Tasha. I'm not a stalker. You invited me here. Tasha brought me to YouTube. That's why I'm here. Man, I've been working way too much. Missed all this shit. What the fuck? Yeah, Phil. Phil, you ain't missed much, honey. Trust me. It's a sad sea. Tasha Challenge destroyed her life. 100%. I think Joe blocked me. Joe Cobra blocked you? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you guys are both on here, so I can't help you with that. Boozy with you. So anyways, Tasha's streams, from what I've been trying to follow. And again, if I'm lying, go back to her streams. Go back to her lives. This ain't shit that I'm just like making up, right? She posts on YouTube to have some sort of diary of the events of her life, right? So it's not like I'm saying, oh, I'm making up what Tasha's doing or where she's at. She's on the West Coast. That's fact, right? I mean, you guys see the videos. And from what I understood, she has on one video where she's looking for trash and she's walking through California somewhere. And there was some guy that says, hey, I live in this car. And she goes, hey, I'm living in this van, right? And then we don't hear from her for a while. So then the next post that we see, she says she has sex with him. If you need me to, I'll clip it. But she says she has sex with him and that he stole her phone and hacked her, cloned her phone, got into all her accounts. She's now gone to T-Mobile and caused a scene to many managers trying to get this all straightened out, which I don't see how. If you're living in a van and you have that much IT technical skill to rip people off, you ain't living in a car. You ain't. Aren't you living in a mansion by now because you screwed so many people out of their money that you have all this fantastic skill? And then she says that let me get this right, he entered her van with gloves on and a ski mask that fell on the floor and presented her with coins and jewelry, which she believes are stolen, which she touched and put her fingerprints on, right? Because now she's going to be accused of the crimes, not him, because he's that much of a fantastic scheme artist from the movies that, again, why is he living in a car? I mean, dude, if you can do this much hacking and cloning of phones and stealing shit and like doing this to people, why are you living in a car? But I can't stop talking about you because you're here. You're here. And again, Tasha, like I said, I can't stop talking about you because when I go in Joni's chat, even though I'm blocked, full respect, Joni Portwood, full of respect. I understand she doesn't want the drama there, so I get why she blocked me. I can still read it. So you're over there talking shit about me over in Joni's. You're over talking shit about me in Melton's last night, which again, I'll say it again, whoever joined me knew. Melton John is the only human being that has my real phone number. Okay? So now you're over there talking shit about me last night, hurting my feelings. Uncle. He a pirate. Like my buddy Ken, Daddy Sales, who's got one earring. It's so real life. Read her, listen to her videos, her last 2 videos. You don't have to invite me. Tasha, why do you think you have to give me an official invitation to be on YouTube? Okay. All right. Let me ask you guys this too. And I'm seriously asking as a newbie YouTube person, okay? Let me ask you this question. Do you guys like my tree? Oh, do you like my tree? I'm going to be putting, I'm sorry, I have ADD. I'm undiagnosed ADD. I know I am. And drunk. I'm going to be putting giving ornaments on my tree for people who need it. So like I'll be making paper giving tree for like when people come to my house, they want to give to other people. So like Coates will get like lint rollers or blue towels or whatever. Okay, anyways, I'll go back. Tasha, this is YouTube. You don't have to give me an invitation. And back to my question. As a new YouTuber, I heard yesterday that it's odd behavior for me to go into people's chats and speak openly. Hold on, I have to read what East Coast says. Lori, take care. Think about stopping this nonsense. You need more from life and few losers that agree with you. Good night. Good night, East Coast. I mean you no harm. And again, I think your opinion right now is completely opposite of what reality is. But I mean, that's cool. I'm glad that you support Tasha. She needs it. So back to my question. I heard last night that my behavior, sorry about the hair flip too. I can't stand when my hair is like stuck in one way. I heard my behavior is odd when I go to people's chats and I chat people up. So if I'm in Anderson Henderson, if I'm in Noodles, if I'm in Molasses, RV Davy, Rosie O'Kelly, Melton John, if I'm in chats, I'm supposed to, the proper etiquette is to sit there and stay quiet where you watch the video and you never ever comment. I mean, why? Why? There's a chat option. Unless I'm going to sit there and lurk and stalk and sit there with people and be quiet. Why? Isn't that what it's about? We have a chat and I'm enjoying our conversations. So why wouldn't I say anything? I don't think that's odd behavior. And as far as people saying, oh, she's fake, she fakes being nice, night. And I said this before, okay? When I raised my kids, I have one kid who's older. She just graduated with her doctorate in pharmacy, okay? She was in the Honor Society. She was in Girl Scouts. She was in Pop Warner. Wherever my kid needed me to be, I was the mom of that. I was in the PTO. I was the, concession stand coordinator of the Pop Warner, where I made the schedules and made sure things were done. I wasn't the head person. That woman, the one who was in charge of it, love her. I was a Girl Scout leader for 9 years. 9 years? Let me think about that when I'm sober, okay? But I did have more than 10 girls in my troop every year that always came back. Why? Because I'm a semi-rule breaker, but I made sure we had fun, okay? And I'm still friends with my Girl Scouts who are now going to graduate from high school this year, okay? All my girls, they're all graduating. I'm so proud of them. I was very actively involved with them. I was actively involved with the other leaders in the town. We went camping and we did shit, and we're still friends, okay? I have real life friends. I have a lot of them. So I'm a natural chatter. And if I was one who's going to lurk in other people's channels and not talk about stuff and whatever the etiquette was discussed last night, like, it wouldn't be me. It wouldn't be me. I'm a talker. I mean, look at me. You go to the grocery store with me and I find one person that I know, and it's going to happen. A huge grocery store, okay? I'm going to see somebody I know. At least one person from all the, how long have I worked in my life? Over 30 years of working. So out of 30 years of working in my life, I'm going to meet somebody I worked with before. I'm going to meet somebody who had a kid who was friends with my kid and slept over my house. I'm going to meet somebody who was in my Girl Scout troop, and me and them are going to sit there and talk for an hour because I'm a talker. It's what I do. I'm a customer service person at the IRS. It's what I do. And free speech. Amen, Daddy Sales. Free speech. First Amendment. If I made... Uncle Boozy is my favorite uncle. I swear to God, I say this all the time. I hate Tasha Merch, but you know what? Uncle, it would have to be switched to, like, not I hate Tasha Merch. It would have to be switched to, like, I'm very, very disappointed in Tasha Teeling Merch. Okay? It's not about hating her. I don't hate her. I said this since day one. I don't hate her. I don't hate many people. And I'm not fake. Like, guys, I'm not fake. I'm not saying this to be fake or real or whatever. YouTube, I'm not monetized. I don't give a shit. This is not how I get paid, okay? I am about human beings, and I don't hate Tasha Teeling. I am very, very disappointed in her behavior. Very disappointed. And like I said, that Teeling blood runs strong, yo. Like, that, her and her brother are pretty far apart, and they are so much alike. They're so much alike. If Tasha, and I really want to meet her last summer. I really want to spend some time with her and maybe go on YouTube. I wasn't even on YouTube yet. I wasn't even here yet. I didn't have my own channel. Like, I had an account where I could, again, fix my toilet and do things, but I didn't have an account to, like, go on and do the stuff that I'm doing now. And back then in the summertime, I was hoping that me and Tasha would meet up and do a live stream someday, just to chill and shoot the shit. That's all I want to do. That's it. Do you hate Elbow? So, I have a troll account in Facebook. I do. I have a troll account. Me and Tasha are friends on Facebook. Me and Tasha have talked many times. Me and Tasha have talked on our real account. Don't get me wrong. Me and Tasha have talked and were friends on my real account until she started pulling all this shit. And now I made a fake account, which she stopped using Facebook, I think, for one of these reasons. But I do have a fake account that I talk. Yeah, lock up the silver and liquor first. Jesus Christ, right? I have trolled Tasha, and I do have a fake Facebook account with her. Flat out, straight out. And she hates it. I know she hates it. But, you know, I will say that Elvis is on my Facebook account, as well as me. And okay, good. So get this. With my fake Facebook account, Joni Portwood, Molasses Murphy, Tasha Teeling, and Trish Williamson. Trish. Me and Trish are friends on Facebook and have spoke many times, several times, okay? It is what it is. It's the fucking internet. After he had the boy Patrick in his van, that was it for me. Oh, is that Elvis? I'm on her Instagram account, the W. Uncle Boozy, I swear to God. I asked her to join her Instagram, and she has not replied, and I don't have any fake Instagram accounts. So Jasmine Star and Phil here I go again with my drunk tongue. Milkelson. God, Phil, can you just change your name again? Phil and Jasmine are my only Instagram friends from YouTube. But Jesus Christ, it's so funny. I don't know about Elvis and the boy, and I don't know what Elvis's deal is. All I can say with ties with Elvis and Tasha and in that circle is I like Rosie O'Kelly. I mean, I like her so much. What an entertainer. What an entertainer. And like I said before, you and anybody else don't have to like her. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like Tasha. You don't have to like my favorite uncle, my Uncle Boozy. It's internet. It's okay. But I'll tell you, when you go into Rosie O'Kelly's channel and she is hosting over 200 and something people in the chat at one time, and that chat goes crazy, right? I have like 14 in here right now, which is probably my biggest I ever had. Mickelson. It's a tongue twister for me. That's all right, Phil. My buddy, Phil. When you go into Rosie's chat, and she is hosting over 200 and something people, and her channel is flying with a bunch of different, I mean, just all these streams, she will still give you the attention that you deserve. I was trying to think of the right word. She will still give you the attention that you deserve. She will say hello. She will welcome you to your channel, her channel. If you do donate money, which is, again, we're all adults. If people want to e-beg, and I'm not saying Rosie does whatsoever, as an entertainer, Tom Brady gets paid millions of dollars to entertain us with football, okay? So an entertainer, no matter what level you're on, whether it's YouTube, if you're in church, if you're in the entertainment industry, like football, sports, singing, you get money, okay? And we're all adults. If I want to share my money or income with anybody, I ain't going to do it. I'm going to do it. It's my choice. But Rosie O'Kelly will give you the attention that you deserve if you're a good person and have a good heart. She really will. And I respect everything she does. And the shit she talks about is like real life stuff, you know? And yeah, I don't know, Daddy Sales, what the whole relationship with her and Elbow and Tasha is. I mean, I Dad, Uncle Boozy. I don't know their relationship. I mean, obviously, you're going to see some videos of Tasha Tasha's a cop caller. Hate me for calling the cops for RV Davey getting the crap beat out of him. Go ahead and hate me all you want. Tasha Teeling's a cop caller, for real. I mean, I'm trying to go back on, she called the cops on Elvis. We know that's true. We all saw it. Where she's taking a video and telling the cops, please help me. Elvis has got my photos. Help me. And the cops are like, it's a cyber crime. What do you want me to do about this, right? Tasha, this springtime, called the cops on her mother. Called the cops on her mother. The cop showed up at her van, and she's speaking across the table of her ex-girlfriend, wife, whatever you want to call her, baby mama, okay? And they're telling the cops about this supposed trust and this supposed money that Tasha's owed. She's a cop caller, right? Right? And again, this isn't shit I'm making up. It's on her videos. Those people that sub Tasha Teeling, okay, and love Tasha so much and want to stick up for Tasha. And Lori's this, what was I called last night? I don't know, all these different names, that my intentions aren't true and I'm just here to get Tasha. Listen to her videos. Listen. She says she has no money and she's got a brand new Samsung phone that was like $1,000. She says she has no money. There's a cyber crime restraining order against her. Okay? She says she doesn't have several cell phones and then admits in one of her videos she has 5. She had 3 in her van that day and she showed them all on video. She showed them. She pulled them all out, showed them on video, and said, yeah, I have 2 more phones in my shop. That's 5 phones. Okay? So when she calls mom and dad and whoever else from different phone numbers and wants to act like they were, you know, we're just trying to renew your warranty spams, it's you. I mean, again, nothing I say, I didn't come out of the blue and say, hey guys, my name's Lori Teeling, and I need you to hate Tasha Teeling because I says so. And Tasha Teeling is A, B, and C. I never said that. Listen to her. Listen to what she says. Right? Sammy Jacks. Now, okay, the last video, this is going to be so easy. Tasha Teeling, the last video she has, there's a conversation where someone brings up Sammy Jacks. And she says, I haven't talked to Sammy Jack since 2014. Listen to it. How is that, Tasha? You were just on YouTube with Sammy Jackson in 2020. No, that's COVID. 2019? Because I haven't been in this family that long. Not since 2014. So you just said you have not talked to Sammy Jacks or been involved with that person since 2014, and you just hung with her in 2019. Listen. Just listen. That's all I'm asking. Listen to what she says. But I don't know who needs 5 phones. And Street Life, who the fuck pays for 5 phones? Marshall, call the cops. Okay, Tasha. My bad. My bad. Disinformation. Okay, Tasha, relax. Relax. I'll rewind it again. My bad. If Elvis is the one who called the cops that day when he stole your videos that you wanted back, my bad. Honestly, my bad. You called the cops on your mom, though. You for real called the cops on your mom. Then that's liable to who? Find a lawyer to go after me. Hey, Lori Teeling, she was rendezvous on Messenger and drink shot every time she jerks her head back and looks over her shoulder. You're doing this on purpose now. I got no more moonshine to drink. Damn, uncle. All right, here you go, right here. That's the end of it. Oh my God. That's libel. Tasha. Libel. I don't think that's the word for it that you want to use, honey. That's not. So that's parking lot law. Oh, okay. So again, I'm wrong. And even Street Life is defending you. That's cool. Street Life says I'm wrong about that you didn't call the cops on Elvis, that he called the cops on you, just like your neighbors did. And I'm sorry for that. And I'm sorry for that. I really am. I really am. You did call the mother. You did call the cops on your mom, though. You did call the cops on your mother. Uncle Boozy, she might have blocked you. She is definitely here. She said, that's Libel. Can someone Google that word for me? Libel? Because I think what she probably means is liability or something, or I'm liable for that. Liable. But I don't think it's libel. I don't think that's a word. I'll look it up later. I don't want to stop my stream because I, as a newbie, tend to do that. I'll stop my stream and then I... Remember, Phil, when I hit the end button and I'm not supposed to? Phil's going to keep me in control. But, how'd this go? An hour and 24 minutes so far. This has been fun. This has so been fun. And again, I'm not here to attack Tasha. I'm not here to attack you. Stop it. Hold on. I got to read this again. I asked you to stop libeling me and talking about me. But Tasha, you talked about me last night. Actually, take it back. RV Davies chat last night, which I am not blocked on, you called me a pig. You said I look like a pig. How can you ask me to stop libeling you, which I don't know what that means. Libel, I don't know what that means. How can you ask me to stop libeling you and saying shit about you when you called me a fucking pig last night? You called me a pig. You assaulted me again. What's wrong with you? What's wrong? Sammy didn't walk. She ran from TT. She saw what's going on. Labeling you? Maybe Street Life labeling you. TT, again, you showed up here tonight. It absolutely is. Liable. Yeah, Phil, that's what I thought. I think she's saying liable. I don't know. Maybe it's all the fireball she's doing again tonight in the kratom. Why does Florida call it kratom? Because up here in Massachusetts, it's kratom. I never heard anyone say kratom until Florida. But yeah, maybe it's supposed to be liable. But Tasha, you called me a pig last night in RV Davies chat. You started it last night. And then you moved on to Melton John, and you and her were talking about how sus I was all night long. You, her, and Magda's going to put me in my place, so I'm fully waiting for that. Magda said next time she saw me, she's going to tell me off and put me in my place, so I am very prepared for that. And Jeffrey, a.k.a. Dude Abides, a.k.a. What's the other ones? Cotton Hill, aka I can't keep up with his names. I can't keep up with Jeffrey's names. It's cool. But anyways, I saw you talking about me. Last week, you were in Joni's chat. Again, the whole stream that Joni was doing live was about how bad I was. And I think Joni did start the conversation with like, what's up with Lori? And then you continued it about how I'm assassinating your character and how I'm some sort of character in the assassination of you and stuff. But really? I mean, am I? Am I really? Yeah, street life. I'm waiting for the wrath of Magda. Dear Lord, help me. Please. I don't have an issue with Magda, but she now has an issue with me, so we'll see how that goes. I'm probably going to just say this to her. Magda, I have no issue with you. I have no issue with you, and if you have an issue with me, you can go ahead and say your piece, because Lord knows no one's holding you back from saying your piece, Magda. No one's going to hold you back from saying what you got on your mind, and I will totally read it and listen to it, but then that's it. I mean, I'm not going to respond after that if it's just hateful, because I don't have a problem with you. So I'm not going to make a bigger problem than we need to, because I don't have an issue with you. So, I don't have, again, you want my list of who I have issues with? Slingshot. You know, I don't even know why I named him first. I think he's just new. So, street life, you get Magda mad. I guess I'm on the list too. I mean, it's bound to happen, right? Can't please everybody. But, you know, Laura Lee or Laura Lei, Lei, which is a much, a big personality in Tasha's world. I don't like her. She's very, very mean to me. I mean, again, like Monica was very mean at first for a while, and Monica's actually pretty chill and cool with me if Tasha's not around. And then when Tasha comes around, she won't attack me anymore like she used to. She just stays quiet, and I respect her. So, since you're a Trump supporter, yeah. I won't get political of who I like, but I definitely don't. Yeah, there was some things that I do like about Trump, and there's a lot of things I don't like about Trump. But again, it's just like anybody else. You're gonna like and you're gonna hate things. I don't like what's going on with our country right now, so I can't say I'm a supporter of Biden either. So, you know, I gotta stay out of all that, especially where I'm a federal employee, and I really can't. With the Hatch Act talked about politics and who I agree to vote with and all that stuff. I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to with the Hatch Act, so I'm gonna keep that a bit quiet. And yeah, I don't mind Monica at all. Again, it took for me to be live on. Do you think Lorelei's a guy, really? If you look at my videos. Go to, if you guys don't mind, I don't mean to like say, hey, promote my videos and like them, because it's whatever. I'm not monetized. But I have a video of where I found these gorgeous shoes for my daughter's wedding. And if you guys know me, I pull campers. I wear sneakers. I wear flip-flops. I pull campers. I'm not really very feminine. And watch Lori. Is that a threat, Tasha? Okay. I'm gonna Snapchat. Hold on. I'm going to snag that. Thanks. Thanks, Tasha. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I know, Buff Carrot. I'm sorry. You're up in Scotland, right? I remember that from talking to Andersons. That was a fun night. But you guys see that, right? Tasha just threatened me. So if I get swatted, because she knows my address, if I get swatted, you guys are my witnesses. All right, that's cool. Hold on. Let me snag that too. I have a iPhone, so I can take any pictures of what you're saying to me, and I can send them to a lawyer. Appreciate that. Yeah, Laura. Like, all right. So, I found these high heels. Didn't get a chance to wear them at my daughter's wedding. They're now on display because they're absolutely gorgeous. And go to that video of me trying them on for the first time. Which again, I don't wear heels. I mean, I was pretty impressed. They're like over 3 inches. And I didn't wobble or stumble or anything, but Laura started making fun of me. And ever since then, she's been on a really cruel attack. So, it is what it is. And yeah, so she hates me. And, you know, like I said, I don't have an issue with Monica. I went on John Camillo and Lolly's live stream. And we tried to get Tasha up as well. And she refused to because she's a coward. She is. Tasha, you're a coward. You wouldn't go up on live stream with me. But Lolly offered Tasha help to get her legal advice. And some people say that Lolly offers things out of the goodness of her heart but doesn't follow through. That's not my business. The point is that she was offered help and she can take it if she wants to. And as far as I know, she hasn't. And you can record it and it doesn't show you typing this comment. So, but Tasha, that's okay because I have pictures of my face in the recording and what you just typed, which is a threat. And when I go back to my video later and I show my live stream, I can also record me talking and you live chatting. Because again, I have an iPhone, so I can press that little magic button that says record what I'm doing. Or I can take my iPad or my laptop and go in my room and record the video on my phone as my live chat is growing with my video. And we'll see these threats. So if I get swatted once, and I have your address, you know I have your family's address. So if I get swatted once, it's a promise, Porky. You see what I mean? East Coast isn't here to see this shit. Hold on, I gotta snag that too. All right. East Coast isn't here to see this shit, but you guys are all my witness of how cruel she is. You see what she's doing? She's mad. She's just mad that I'm here. It's fine. If I get swatted at my house because you know my address, Tasha's posted my real name, my real address, and my place of business. Yeah, I document. Oh, uncle. Hold on, my drive is closing. I have a secondary hard drive with all the information that Tasha's done to me. So, yeah. So anyways, if I get swatted in this house with me and my elderly mother once, if the police, and, okay, so let me say this, Tasha. Let me just tell you, this is not a threat. I have lived in this city, okay, in this town, in this city, for 45 years of my life. You don't think that the people in the police right now are not the people I went to high school with? I went to high school with them. If they see my address, okay, as a report, and they come to my house, it's going to end with me and them shooting the shit, okay? If it doesn't, though, and I get the police at my house accusing anything going on in this quiet house, and like this was said, when this stream first opened like over an hour ago, this house is quiet. So if any dirt or drama goes down in here, it's the clone you claim is me. No, I never claimed you had a clone. I claimed you cloned me. Remember? Remember when you stole my picture and you put the name of Lori Teeling on and you went over to RV Davies' chat and said that your own brother, oh, man. After you attacked RV Davy, you went on RV Davies' chat as Lori Teeling, stealing my picture, and told everybody over there your brother's personal information, his address and his name, and told RV Davy that your brother was the one who attacked him. As he has history of his job timesheet, right? Like he worked and he's working, right? In a whole different state on the other side of the country. And you told RV Davy that was your brother. Who does that? Who betrays their blood so hard and their younger sibling so hard to tell somebody who just got assaulted that it wasn't them, it was their younger brother? Who does that? And again, you have 11 witnesses or more, plus the screenshots, plus I bet your brother, your mother, and your ex-girlfriend's watching this, because you know they do, all right? Because I ain't deleting this shit, and they're going to see these threats that you have, all right? So I never, it's a clone you claim is me. No, Tasha, you are you, girlfriend. Everyone knows that you are you. You cloned me, and you didn't come in my chat as Lori Teeling. Again, would you please get help? Above the law. Above what law? Above what law? Again, I don't understand what your point is at all. I don't understand what your point is. So like another thing I did is I try to get Tasha's channel shut down, and I hear a lot of people talking about, and boy, this is a recent conversation, okay? Because I don't know the details about Pansy getting swatted. I don't know who did it. I don't know the details of who she lives with. I don't know her that well. I mean, I like her and all, but I'm not that close with her. I don't know her story. But there's been recent conversations between, let me get this straight. Hold on. There's lawsuits with Chris, Rich Life, right? There's lawsuits with him. There's lawsuits with Pansy now getting swatted. There's lawsuits with Camilo, and who's talking shit about Camilo? There's someone. And I keep hearing all these talks, and I'm going to swat you for it. Okay, cool. Let me take this down too. So there's lawsuits everywhere, and I try to take Tasha's channel down. I have gone to my higher ups at the federal government, you know, saying that she's been attacking me and this can't happen. I've shown proof of it. I've shown proof of the attacks that she has over the family, and no one does shit. I mean, no one does shit. I know Rosie talks about be careful, your channel's never safe, but I've really done all I could to take her channel out. I really have. I mean, I admittedly have done it. I've tried to shut it down so many times. I've gone directly to YouTube with the court enjoyment and restraining order that she has against her. We've, you know, she's got a cybersecurity. Listen to this. Like I heard Rich Life Travels is going after somebody for cybersecurity, and everyone's like, oh yeah, be careful. Oh, Real Stream News was talking about this, and it was like, hey, watch out, be careful. Nah, they ain't doing shit. They ain't doing shit, because we went to YouTube with a restraining order, and they ain't shutting her down. And I went to the federal people ahead of me because she's reporting me to my job, so I had to self-report myself and say, hey, she's trying to swat me and fire me. I need your help. So I self-reported myself to the IRS saying, hey, this is going to happen, okay? And they can't shut her down either. All right. How else did I go with this? I think that's all I did. Oh no, the other thing I did is I try to have all my Facebook friends go in there and report everything that she's done. Exact timestamps of attack and character assassinations and personal information. They won't do anything about it. So. My brother betrayed me badly. He's a scumbag. What did he do to betray you? What did he do to betray you, Tasha? You don't give examples. See, you're like this, right? And the only examples you have is like, look at my parents' divorce decree from 1998, right? Like, what's your parents' divorce got to do with you? You're a teenager. What does your parents' divorce got to do with you? You're a minor. Like, screw that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know who cares? Your betrayal of saying your brother's dick fell off and that your brother had sex with his mother, which I just snagged today, by the way, is one of your videos. Your character assassination against your brother is far more of a betrayal. And also going ahead and giving his information to R.V. Davies saying that he attacked him, which it wasn't him at all. No, I have the right to be here. You want your trust money. I want my trust money now. No one fucking died. No one died. You don't have a trust. You don't have a trust. You don't. Too much truth on my channel about the Peeling family. I thought you were over this. You know what I mean? I was kind of happy you found that homeless guy in the car and that you were fucking over this. I really had this peace of mind that you would just fucking relax for a while. But, yeah, I don't get it. You don't have a trust. No one died. We explained it to you before. You could call Binder and Binder Law Association, the one that says, you know, if you don't win, we don't win. You know, you'll get your money now. Don't pay us, we'll pay you. Or don't pay us until they pay. No one takes your case. No free pro bono lawyer takes your case because they ain't none. Okay, if you never called my job and that's a lie, then why'd you say you did? Why'd you say you did? Why did you say you did? Why'd you tell all your 1,700 followers that I audit them? Why do you tell your 1,700 followers that I work for the IRS and I do criminal acts? And I forget the terms you fucking use. A Yelp review. 99. Another lie. 99. You're fucking tit for tat at this point. How many years ago was 1999, dude? You ever hear statute limitations? Have you ever heard that? Have you ever heard that? Have you guys ever, street life, you have kids, right? Imagine this. Imagine the street life. And I'm sorry to put your information on here. People don't need to die for a trust to be executed. It could be by age. Yeah, it could be, I guess. It totally, I guess, could be. But the lawyer's already contacted Tasha and said that she's got no bearing on the trust. Is nothing. And no lawyer will pick up her case. So she's hitting roads. Street life. So you having kids. Let me see. You can have as many beliefs as you want, Tasha. You're just jealous. Imagine the street life. Today you divorce your wife. Okay, and I know it's not going to happen because you and your wife are tight. You divorce your wife, okay, and you guys go through court, and she's awarded this, and you're awarded this, and whatever it is, and your kids are minors. And then out of the blue, your kid turns 44. 44 years old, your kid now comes after you in court over your divorce decree because if your wife was awarded your house and your retirement and whatever beneficiaries that you have, your now 44-year-old kid who was a minor, right, when you guys get divorced, now wants that money. For what? For what? I would be mortified if my child came to me at 44 and said, hey, I want your divorce decree of whatever you got from dad, which I got nothing, but I want your house, and I want your car, and I want college paid, and I want whatever was in that divorce decree from back 30-something years ago. I want it now. You sound like Veruca Salt. Do you know who Veruca Salt is? That's the person from Willy Wonka, right, with the golden egg? Street life, your trust funds with Tasha's. Ain't nothing there. There's nothing there. So Tasha, keep fucking trolling. It doesn't matter. Keep going after whatever you think it is. But I can't imagine my kids coming after me for money that happened from back when we were, well, I curse you and everything that you love. I hope you all die. Love, Tasha Teeling. You make me crazy. You make me crazy. It's so late here too, and you make me crazy. But Veruca Salt, right? That's who I was talking about. Veruca Salt with her golden egg. I want it now. I want it now. That's all I hear you sound like. That's all I hear you sound like. No, you seeking justice from my parents' divorce from 1999, and where my brother was a notary public who signed documents. Never mind the statute of limitations. Never mind it's none of your business. Never mind you were a minor when any shit happens. Never mind the fact that your mother sold her house to go follow you to Florida, to show her love. Never mind the fact that you said yourself even today, I think it was, that your mother was there when you got pinned. Never mind the fact that you always said that your mother was there when you went to court. Your mother has been there and had your back since the day you were fucking born. Your mother, Tasha, said on one of your live streams or whatever she posted that you were her best love. Right? Wasn't that? No, her greatest love. She said, Tasha Teeling, which she never comments. She always watches, but she doesn't comment. Okay? Tasha, she wrote that you're her greatest love from your mother. Man, that's a love you can't take back. Your firstborn child, right? Robert Teeling, who's now known as Tasha Teeling. And you can't take that shit back, no matter how much you say. Right? Yeah, oink, oink, I'm a pig, I'm ugly. Whatever. I'm telling you, man, I wouldn't want to have the feelings you have right now, Tasha. I wouldn't want them. Nope, I wouldn't want them. And now I'm tubby. Yeah, I guess I got a little tub to me. Gonna be a great day when these people don't get away with their abuse and crimes. I'm telling you, Tasha, you don't need YouTube. You need to talk to a therapist. YouTube followers, all the stuff you say on your live streams that you use for therapy needs to go to a licensed therapist. You're gonna find so much more balance to your energy if you just get the help you need. And the first step of getting the help you need is admitting that you have a problem. You know, you're an alcoholic, okay? You're hooked on kratom and whatever else you're hooked on. You are rambling around the country, right? Attaching yourself to things like the mini bike community and YouTube, not finding true friends, okay? You might have some acquaintances, but ain't nobody gonna bail you out like your mom. You know it. Your mom's bailed you out so many times, and yet you do this. Oh, whatever. Uncle Boozy. I'm in Massachusetts, but I appreciate that because I did find a pinball hall in Connecticut, by the way. Just found one that's got a lot of games. I think we have to go play. And Uncle, let me tell you the best pinball hall we've found in the past year is up in Manchester, Vermont. So shout out to Pintastic. Dead naming. I don't know what dead naming means. But the mini bike community, Tasha's the only member that's only over 15. Oh my God, tonight, I swear to God. Yeah, Street, I have a good lawyer. I'm not worried about her. I am kind of worried about the swatting things. I don't want this city to have to pay for nonsense that Tasha's going to put on it, or us being woken up when I have to work in the morning, right? Like, I don't want any of that shit. So I hope the swatting doesn't happen, but we'll see. You guys all have proof of it. Street Life Trust Fund. So Pintastic in Manchester, Vermont. If anyone's from New England or in the area that you're in New York where you can get up there, Manchester, Vermont has the best pinball hall we have been to. It starts from 1950 and goes on around the building in pretty much chronological order to the most current pinball machines there are. Fantastic museum / pinball hall, and you pay to get in, and then that's it. It's all free play after that. You just pay to get in. So there's no coins, tokens, whatever. 3 floors. The 3rd floor has beer and different types of bar food, snacks type of stuff. And they have old-fashioned games like the shooting games and bowling stuff and whatever. Not bowling hall, but it's like the ones that you take those like metal discs and you like, it's a tabletop bowling, right? So you just like shoot the pins and stuff. Best bowling hall, pinball hall. Manchester, Vermont. So, your mom's not a swatter. You already pulled the Pasco County documents, and it was you calling it on your ex-boyfriend, or your ex-boyfriend calling it on you. So you already got your Pasco records. I really don't know what you're getting at. I don't know what you're understanding. Again, if my kid had mental issues and I had to call the cops on her to get her the help that she needs, like if it was the last straw that I had to do, was it's not shuffleboard Dede sales. It literally is like 10 pin bowling with the pins, and it's from like 1950s, I want to say, where it's a clear board and you take a round disc about this big and you shoot it across and the pins fall down. So it's definitely like bowling. It's really cool. It's an old thing. But if my kid was out of control, which my teenager kind of is a little bit, but if she was an adult and I saw her hanging with meth heads, with the meth heads lived in my house, and she was losing her house and losing any responsibilities, like she was just wild and out of control, then I had to Baker act her. I mean, I haven't dealt with that, so I can't say what I would do for sure, but you really can't call that swatter, Tasha. You really can't call that a swatter. Your mother, out of love for her firstborn child, may have called the cops and had you bake her. I don't know. I wasn't there for that, but I mean, honestly, mother to mother, if that's what happened to you, it was out of love and you need it again. I mean, you definitely need it again. Someone needs to go get you and make sure you're on the meds you need, for sure. Anyone can see that. It's not an assassination of character, it's legit truth. So, I just heard a door outside my house. So Tasha, when you pulled the passcode, I didn't see your mom on stealing your medication. It was your ex-boyfriend, or you stole his medication. So I don't know what you're trying to prove of being upset about certain actions when the police reports you were showing show that you did that. So I don't understand. And again, this is all, like I'm saying again, it's not me assassinating Tasha when I'm on here. It's about listening to what she posts, right? Right, Daddy Sales, right? It's called tough love. And when you're at a situation where your kid is just a mess, you got to do what you got to do. But if you listen to her videos and you watch what she posted from what she got through the Freedom of Information Act, Freedom of FOIA, right, which I don't know much about, you asked Pasco County to give you the Freedom of Information Act records, and you got them, and you stole your ex-boyfriend's medication, right? Like, that's what it showed. So I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand what you're talking about. And Street Life, I don't think she's talking about when she was a kid. I think she's talking about when she was an adult and she was out of control. Like she legitly was not doing the right thing and wasn't working anymore. But I just heard like I said, I heard a car door close outside my house. So I hope I don't start seeing flashlights because, Tasha, you do that, I'm calling my lawyer tomorrow. Right, Joe? YouTube has pros and cons. And Joe Cobra, I'm so thankful you came back and you didn't die from your zombies in your video game, because even if it was in 2015, you're mad about something that happened 6 years ago. What's your statute of limitations? Isn't it 6 years normally for things? She broke into my house and stole my medication and someone else's. Someone else's. Who else's medication would you have in your house unless you were acting out of control? If you had people in your house that weren't doing the right thing, and she supposedly stole the medication of that person's as well, who is that person? It kind of means your life was out of control and she was trying to get it back on track for you. So you can go back to nursing, okay? You guys all got the nursing history, right? You can see it on, if you go to Florida nursing, Tasha Teeling, wicked simple. Do Tasha Teeling Florida nursing. Tasha Teeling Florida nursing. Check it out, right? Like she said, she graduated and she was not allowed to get her license because has restrictions where she's supposed to get, I think you're supposed to get drug tested and under medical evaluation or something, or mental evaluation. You never did. So Tasha Teeling, Florida nursing license or whatever. It'll come up. It's public knowledge. It's public record. You don't think my video will stay up? You don't think so? It's a good challenge. It's 2 hours long. I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna listen to it, but it's definitely 2 hours long. So we'll see. I'll take that challenge, cause Tasha, the threats you made, you kind of hope. Joe, did you catch it before you came? That Tasha threatened me. She literally said on my chat she's gonna swat me now. She was calling the cops as I was live on chat. Can you imagine someone be that ballsy to do so? It's a zombie game. It's where you play as a killer survivor, and I play a killer, and many choose Freddy. Hold on, I'm reading. Has Freddy and Pinhead, Hellraiser, Leatherface, and Texas Chainsaw movies. I'm telling you, it's gonna give me nightmares. Jesus Christ, Joe. Yeah, right, Uncle. She did all that work and she can't get licensed. So there's no statute on fraud. Then go for it, dude. Go for it. So I don't know. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, Uncle. And I want to find the records too where she got $40,000 from the state, because she did get it. And one of her videos she already took down, she admitted she got $20,000 from the state to help save her house. Jesus, if I got $40,000 from my state to get my house, I'd be like awesome. You know what I mean? Like, oh man. Like, I'd get my driveway paved. I'd probably get my retaining wall that's collapsing, like, all set, landscaping. Like, whoo, wish I frickin' got that help. God. But alas, I gotta work overtime and do what I gotta do, you know. Joe, I can't promise you in 2021 I'm gonna try that game. I really can't, because we have like 2 weeks left to 2021. But can I promise you in 2022, I will try that game. At least, you know what I mean? Before 2023, I will try that game. More character assassination and tailing family crimes. And you just sound like Veruca Salt. I want it now. It's my golden egg and I want it now. Anyways. Should have been cross-stitching. Should have been watching Downton Abbey. But I'm not. I'm here. And like I said before, I will not block Tasha. I am hardly going to write Uncle Boozy. Like, I want to find that information. It's definitely public knowledge online. I'm gonna find the documents, and I'm gonna go ahead and post that someday on one of my videos about how she got money from the state. I promised you I will, because nothing that I say is made up. Again, I don't have intentions on making shit up for people. I just don't have time for that. But, oh, I gotta block this Marcia George, because this has been happening too. Hold on. Yeah, Tasha's fully welcome to say whatever she feels like it, as long as it's not threatening. That's cool. So, Joe Cobra, if you don't mind me reading it, because everyone can see it anyways, but I just like to read it out loud. I also saw this Tasha call you oink oink and making fun of your body. At least we know you're a woman, Lori. Sorry, it skipped a little bit up. As for Travis, I mean Tasha, we're not sure, but we keep going on after Lori's looks there, Crasha. I'm all over this till it's over. Yeah, I wish you luck, Tasha. And yeah, she called me a pig. And while I'm not, there's my roll right there. While I'm not skinny in any way, I mean, I wouldn't call myself exactly huge. I mean, I am the mother of 2 children, for God's sakes. Ken, under Florida law, a legal equitable action founded on fraud must be commenced with 4 years. See Florida Statutes 9511. Thanks, Ken. We also have issues where a lot of this stuff happened in New Hampshire. So Tasha has said, and now she's saying she didn't say, but she said that she has gone to the Department of Justice, DOJ, like they have time for this shit, right? The FBI, the State Attorney General's Office of New Hampshire, the State Attorney General's Office of Florida, the governors of both states, along with the commissioner of the IRS, and said supposedly she's called the IRS to try to get me fired. So I don't know which state exactly she's got things going on, but there has been plenty of envelopes being mailed and different blips of stuff where she won't show for sure what documents and what claims she makes against us, but they're out in the mail doing something. So again, here is our country, the United States of America, paying somebody disability who's claiming full disability, not being able to work, but can put together legal, right, parking lot legal documents, mail them, drop a transmission, rebuild a mini bike, travel from Florida to Missouri, to Tennessee, to New Mexico. Like, where did you go, Tasha? All the way to where she is now in California, wherever she is today, okay, on full disability. Do you guys think that's a disabled human being? I mean, I'm just asking, because as American taxpayers, you pay Social Security, right? And as we've been taught in history class, we have 20 more, at least me, I have 20 more years to work and put into this funding, right? Trump stopped me from paying payroll August of 2020 and then restarted it when he was no longer in office. Well, he didn't restart, but the government did, okay? To try to drain Social Security to make it bankrupt. So he stopped all federal employees from paying payroll taxes into the Social Security Fund as of September 2020 until January 2021. I am now double dipped in paying that back because he wanted to drain the swamp and stop people like Tasha, who are fully capable, again, to put a lawsuit against their mother, to court and join me, to swat me by the police, to have all this free time on her hands to put together court documents, mail them, send them off, travel in a van from Florida to California without an issue. Get a job at DHL. Get a job at Amazon. Get a job at UPS. You could already taken Christmas presents from the East Coast and brought them to the West Coast and got paid for it. But whatever. This is the country we live in. And if you fully qualify for disability, then I'm sorry. Collect your money as you sit and you choose when you want to wake up, when you want to go to bed, when you want to eat your dinner, and have no responsibilities. You claim you can't have any fun, but for God's sakes, you have all time in the world to have fun. You don't work a 9 to 5 or a 9 to 10. I work between 8 and 13 hours a day, all depending on what's offered to me. Usually I work about 10 hours a day, okay? I work my ass off. I have no choice. I wake up at a certain time, I go to bed at a certain time, and I don't have this free time for this bullshit, all right? So again, you want to collect and you want to say that you can't do shit, but then you want to take us to court. It is what it is. Again, proof is in all the videos she says. It's not my shit making it up. It's all the proof she says. Right? Davey's on it. Davey can't, seriously, Davey needs disability. The disability, any program that the United States government gives, welfare, food stamps, disability, and whatever else is out there for them, Section 8, is for people who need it. Amen. Amen. United States of America. And I have no issue feeding into any kind of program that people legitimately need. And we know people need it. All right? And I get it. And again, if you qualify for it, have at it. But Jesus, Tasha, go spend your time doing something else. Like, seriously. You have so much time putting this shit together. Why should the government pay you to do this? You know, you're a sovereign citizen. That's been admitted too. You don't care for the police. You don't care for authority whatsoever. But you have no time wasting our money and on any of our programs that we have. You know? Oh, I don't have to call Social Security. I already did. Your report's already in there. It just takes a while. You know, lack of staffing and all that. So. And no, it's not your mother's fault. Tasha, you're 44. It's not your mummy's fault you're in disability. Jesus Christ. Anyways. No, you don't get all the calls. You just change your phone number. Remember, do you remember your last video where this dude randomly who lives in his car did a whole scheme on you and cloned your SIM card and you don't have a cell phone now? How do they have your phone number? No one can find you. So trust me and you, the day they can't find you and audit you, you'll be off. You'll be off. And if the lack of staffing, it's going to take a while, but my dogs are probably, I don't even know what time it is. Let's see. My dogs are, oh, there. That's one. Okay. Like, she wants to go to bed so bad. If you guys never owned a husky, and I don't know where, oh, there's the other one with her back legs crossed. Again. She knows I'm talking about her and laughing. Nala. It's a Nala. You're a Nala, baby. It's a Border Collie Husky. I'm a Border Collie Husky. And I got a collar that has a flower on it. I'm on disability fully funded trust fund. No, you don't have a trust fund. Shut up. You don't have one. They can't control where you travel. I know that. Yeah, right. And again, I mean, I work for the IRS. I mean, we obviously see fraud where we're at too. We can't help people that screw the government. The United States in general, our country was based on people that have ethics. That's the key term. It's ethic. It's ethical behavior. You know, you have ethics to work and you have ethics to want to have a job. Because all in all, like when you talk about it, she gets so mad, right? Like people who really deserve and feel that they're Okay, I don't want to say they have to be, it's not humble. I'm not looking for that word. Ashamed, okay? Like most people are ashamed to be on any kind of government services, usually, right? They're not proud to be screwing the government, and usually if they have to be on it, they're kind of ashamed and they don't want to talk about it at a dinner party. They really just don't. And again, I have no issue with the programs that we have to help the country. If we need to help our citizens, that's what we do. That's the type of country we are. But if you aren't ethical, and you can travel and drive through different states and do things, then that's on you. I mean, that's your inside guilt, isn't it not? You know? So yeah, false reporting. It's not false reporting, Tasha. I have the right as American citizen to call Social Security to have them check up on your disability qualifications, and then they can audit you and find out what's going on. I mean, that's my right as an American citizen to do so. So whatever. Emotional distress. You're picking on me. Again, you called me a pig more than once tonight. You called me a pig, right? You've already attacked me in Joni's chat. You've attacked me in Melton's chat last night. You attacked me. You called me a pig last night in RV Davies' chat. So you can go on with your character defamation and all the stuff that you think I'm abusing you with when you're the one tossing it out, girlfriend. So if you can't catch it, stop tossing it. Seriously, if you can't catch the shit back yourself, then don't toss it. Because I ain't tossing shit to you first. I have Bear up here, Daddy Sales, for sure. I have, let me tell you a story about black bears, right? I thought as a Girl Scout leader that it would be cute if I picked up a whole bunch of pine cones and rolled them in butter and peanut butter, and then rolled them in birdseed and hang them on the trees outside the school that we had meetings at, and just check them the day after to see if any birds like ate them. Yeah, they were gone, and we had bear prints because, you know, I'm in the woods, so what do you expect, right? So I brought black bears to the school system, to the school district. Yeah, Uncle, I don't have Tasha's documents to find out why she gets Social Security disability, but she has told people in her live streams, again, listen, this is not Lori talking about it. Tasha has said in her live stream she gets maximum disability, making it sound like she gets a couple $1,000s a month. So we pay for that out of our noses. And she used to work, so I do believe it, because it's based on how much work you put in, right? Like, I've been working since I was 14, so I have a good chunk. If I had to go on disability, I'd get a pretty good chunk. My father sexually abused me and my mother psychologically tortured me, as well documented. Well, again, Tasha, when you're 44, if you have child abuse and different traumatic experiences from when you were a child, you know, when you're 44, then what you do, especially when you're on disability and you do have, especially in Florida, you have social services and you have free health insurance. You go seek yourself a psychiatrist and you talk to them so you can get professional advice on how to deal with those traumatizing experiences. And I'm sorry you feel that way, but as a girlfriend of your brother for 3 years, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't see that he's that way. He's got any issues like that. He works full time, and we have a good time together. So, you know, again, Tasha, if you have these post-traumatic stress disorders and any problems that you have psychologically from any childhood abuse, which is a serious situation, then what you can do is seek psychiatric help and other services to get you the help you need. You don't run in a van to California, okay, running away from your problems. It doesn't help anything. So I think, you know, my advice to you, if you want my serious Lori Teeling advice, would be go get yourself some help and get yourself in a stable environment instead of running away to the West Coast. Okay. So, I mean, that's just legit. I'll never know why. I don't know why. I don't know what you mean by that. But I mean, again, YouTube is not, you know, you can find some acquaintances on YouTube and people that offer you timeshare and different places to live and just stay with them for a while, and that's completely amazing. I mean, I've never seen a support system like you have. But if you really want to get to the root of your drinking issues and your kratom issues and your sexual behavior issues and the fact that you ran across the country for God knows what reason with the gas prices the way they are, you really should go get yourself some professional help that's on, that's licensed. Go get yourself some help that's licensed. And when you get yourself stable, again, I would love to have you over. So, it's another bear. And I have a ball. And she wants a ball right now. And I can't throw. This is why when Lori played softball, she landed in the right field because Lori can't throw. So they hid me in the outfield because I can't throw. I can hit all right, but I can't throw. But anyways, 2 hours and 12 minutes. We're here. I'm just going to scroll up. Okay, so sorry, Ken is most lose it. Hold on, most lose it when they're called in for evaluation. They don't have any medical records to back up disability. And you're right. I mean, I know people pulled off the disability because they're told to go on a stronger medication or seek monthly psychiatric help and they refuse to and they get pulled off disability. So again, if I am to report Tasha for disability fraud, it's only so she can get proper help like she's supposed to. That's the only way I can see her being forced to get monthly help. So, you know what, Lori Rich's advice? Well, I don't know what to tell you, Tasha. I'm not sure who that is. Tasha, you're a man. Don't you dare touch a woman. Well, I really can't address Tasha's, she is legally a woman. She is Tasha Patricia Teeling, legally on the books. She has been known to start fights with people where she then screams, "I am a man, hit me." So I don't know. Again, that's just part of her mental, where she is mentally with that, where she kind of flip-flops what she really is sexually. But that's on her. I mean, whatever she's into, that's her. I mean, seriously, I'm definitely not going to judge. I'm totally free for whatever you want to be. Speaking of which, so excited. We did not have a drag show the past 2 years because of COVID. And this year in 2022, it's been announced Fitchburg State University will have their drag show. Woohoo! And I can't wait to see the themes because every year it's a theme. So one year we had a Willy Wonka theme. We've had a Disney theme. And the costumes and stage are phenomenal. And I love being in that college. So it's going to be awesome. Right, Dally Sales? Tough love. Tough love. I can't take a vacation from these monsters. So listen, Tasha, Veruca Salt, right? You're in California. You ride mini bikes and go to mini bikes events, and you were invited to Las Vegas. You've had more vacation time than I have in my whole entire fucking life. You can't take a vacation. I can't enjoy myself. I can't have fun. You went to the White Mountains in the middle of a pandemic where I, from Massachusetts, was banned to take my Massachusetts car up to the border to Maine. Okay, I was not allowed to cross the border of the state next to me because of a pandemic. And fucking Tasha Teeling was allowed to drive from Florida all the way up to, where'd you go? Chicago or something? Over to, you saw Noodles? Because you did say yesterday in your video that you saw Noodles and you didn't want him to show up. Or was it in Melton's chat? That David knocked on your van door and he was not invited. You said that. And I should go back and actually take a screenshot of that in case it was questioned. Because I ain't in here talking shit about Noodles. I like him a lot. And anywho, you traveled to my vacation spots, did you not? And you went to Diana's Bath in the White Mountains last year. Go to her videos and see it. She went to Portland, Maine. She saw the East Coast. She saw the oceans. Fucking you can't take a vacation. Shut the fuck up. That is a total STFU. STFU that I keep seeing all the time. You have been vacationing more than I have in my whole fucking life because I've had to work since I was 14. So STFU, girlfriend. Unbelievable. You are such a baby. Obsessed. I ain't obsessed, and I ain't even worried about you. I will admit that I was worried at first, but after I've seen all this shit, you don't scare me. You don't scare me at all. You don't scare me. But can you guys imagine like Daddy, right? Being a sailor, how much hard work have you done to be where you're at? And I'm sorry to call you out for any, you know, I'm sorry to call you out. I really am. But Daddy, serious, doesn't that burn you like inside? I can't enjoy myself. I can't have a vacation. I'm gonna buy a kayak. I'm gonna buy a new mini bike while I'm on vacation. I'm gonna buy a mountain bike, right? If you listen to Tasha, the vacation she has is holy shit. Has she been on vacations? It is a live tree. Yep, it's a live tree that I got. Let me show you. I'll get a little closer. Trees up here. So Rosie O'Kelly told me, Lori, why are you buying yourself a live tree when they're so expensive? When you're in the woods and just cut yourself a tree yourself. And I laughed. But let me just rate it. Hold on, I gotta clean my little phone camera. Sorry about that. But yeah, I got a live tree. $57 for this little tiny tree. And it smells good. And I gotta put water in the bottom of it every day. And I'll even I'll come back here and light it for you, because my angel on top has been getting hot for some reason. So I've been unplugging it. See, I'm not that drunk. I can plug in a plug. Here we go. It's beans and an hour. There we go. Little tiny tree. About the same height as me. Fatter than I am, though. Okay, Ken, right? You worked till you were 55 and now you have MS. And can I ask you in a serious conversation, because I am from New England, are you sure it's MS and not Lyme disease? And I'm only asking that because if you watch the video called Under Our Skin, that was a life-changing video. Google, if you can find it, Under Our Skin, about Lyme disease and how it mimics Parkinson's and MS, and the spots on your brain actually mimic what Lyme disease people have. And I'm not trying to minimize your illness whatsoever, because that's a bitch, but just please, if you could get, if they can, and you can find an osteopath or someone that would listen to you, maybe having Rocky Mountain fever or some sort of Lyme or tick-borne illness, and they can put you in antibiotics to help some of your symptoms, please do so. Because like I showed my finger the other day, and this is, I mean, this is nothing, but my finger is actually twice the size of my other finger, because I got bit by a tick and doctors won't help me. So, positive. I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm really sorry. My friends got that at work too, and I have MS symptoms sometimes, not all the time. So again, I can't claim that I suffer like you do, but I do have 10 years younger than you. So, and Uncle Boozy, yeah, that's a miniature schnauzer. I love the smell of trees too, Daddy Sales. Like, it smells so good in here. But, and Tasha, you didn't live on the street. Watch Tasha's video about how she's got police flashing lights in her van, and take notice that she's in a driveway of a house, and that she also talks about doing her laundry at a house, because she's not homeless, just to let you guys know. But, anyways, what was the other? Oh, mini schnauzer. Beans. My battery's gonna die. So Beans, I got her at 5 months old. She was 5 months old with 4 owners. Nobody wanted her because she's a barker and she's a biter. And I took her in 5 years ago, I want to say, because she's 6 now, so maybe 6 years ago. And she tried to kill me when I first met her. She was only 5 months old, this little black ball of barking fur that wanted to take my head off when I met her. And I picked her up and I put her on her side, and she went, "Are you my mom?" Like, and that's been it. So she's been submissive to me ever since, but she was an asshole. Oh, your mom had it too. So, oh, really? In children's hospital, I'm telling you, I don't believe it just could be as simple as that. I don't believe that MS is just as simple as that. It sounds like it's an autoimmune issue, which it is, right? I'm not going to get into COVID vaccination discussions and stuff because it's a hot topic for people, but we have autoimmune issues in this country. It is gross. And I'm just overweight. That's okay, Tasha. I am overweight. I'm 45 with 2 children. I'm overweight. you know, but I'm not obese. I'm not morbidly obese. But anyways, Tasha, keep attacking me. Just a quick little history about my health issues. And I don't want anyone to feel bad for me, but I have psoriasis severe psoriasis. I am on autoimmune chemotherapy, really. I was diagnosed with 3 heart diseases, and I've had an ablation twice to fix my heart issues with my I go in a supraventricular tachycardia, and as Tasha knows as a nurse, it's you know, your heart beats too fast. I'd rather have that than AFib, I'll tell you that. So when my heart's going like 185 beats a minute, which happens often, I'm able to just hold my breath, bear down, and break it. So thank the Lord. But I have had 2 ablations to fix it, which have totally sucked, and they've really ruined my health. I also have a coarc of the aorta. So my aorta comes up, and then when it comes back down to feed the blood into my lower extremities and my feet, it narrows. And so when I was pregnant with my younger one, they had me high risk because they said my aorta could dissect any day and I could die. So I've been to Brigham and Women's Hospital. They want me at Mass General for more evaluations, but they've talked back and forth about putting a stent in my aorta to make it stronger so that narrowing would not just dissect and I would die. And I also have bicuspid valves, which means that instead of having 3 valves come out of my heart, 2 have merged and I have 2, like that. So it causes a lot of arrhythmia and crazy stuff, but I still work full time. I also was bit by a tick in 2013, and I've lost my ability to digest food properly. I have a gluten and dairy sensitivity now, which causes a lot of body pain, and whatever else comes with Lyme disease. So I have a lot of shit going on, but I've still worked since I was 14. I don't take time off. You don't hate yourself to the point where you gotta pretend to be something you're not. Don't let Tasha's self-loathing bring you. Uncle, as much as you make me laugh, I'm not gonna cry over that because you made me laugh so hard too, but that means a lot to me, Uncle. You are my favorite uncle on YouTube. Right? A little cushion. And I appreciate you guys saying I look nice. I really appreciate that. So at least you got to earn VA benefits through the military service. You can't just go whining and get benefits like SSDI. Yeah. I mean, again, I'm obese. Yeah, shut up, Tasha. Yeah, maybe I should lose weight. What do you recommend? Meth? Would meth be the best way to lose weight, Tasha? What do you think? Or maybe like shitting in a 5-gallon Home Depot bucket would help me push stuff out faster so I can lose some weight. I don't care. I love food. I love food, and I love my moonshine, so I'm good. I couldn't digest food like 3 years ago, I want to say. So I did drop down 60 pounds. And as much as I did look better, you know, because I was thinner back then, I told my friend at work, I'd rather be on TLC 600-pound life and digest food normally and have a normal life than to go back to not being able to digest food. So I'm good with that. So if I got to be on I'd like to maybe do some plastic surgery and get rid of this someday. But see, it's all about angles, right? Isn't that about like YouTube and being on a chat? It's all about, if I hold it down here, I get a lot of fat going on. But if I hold my camera up like this, I'm just gorgeous. And look at that. Look at that. I fucking just lost 20 pounds, right? So let me just again, ready? I must weigh about, what, 250? And no, Tasha, not everyone has a bicuspid valve. Get out of here. So what I weigh, like 250, 300 with this? When I lift my camera up, I'm just glamorous and I'm ready for the beach. What? All about angles. So if you guys didn't know and you want to be catfished by some chick, look at that. Ooh, look at that angle right there. Like, bam, right? I don't think everyone has bicuspid valves. If everyone had bicuspid valves, then I wouldn't have gone to high risk with my second daughter. I wouldn't have to have a high risk pregnancy, would I? She's got the LGBT liaison at work. I don't know what that means. I am the chairperson of the DEOAC, which is the Diversity, Equality, Employment, Opportunity Action Council, and I am the chairperson at work. And what we do is that we have monthly obligations to recognize certain peer groups that I work with. So like in November, we do and I'm sorry, I'm going to get this term wrong. I know we don't really call it Native American anymore, but we do we do certain things for, like, there's Asian Pacific Heritage Month. We have, Black Heritage Month. We have, I'm definitely an ally for LGBTQ. We're supposed to start another program called Globe, which is the gay, lesbian, and I don't know what the O stands for, bisexual, equality, employment, people at work. And I'll be involved with them as soon as we go back to work, because right now with COVID, we don't do much with COVID. So, but I am definitely an ally. I have no problem with that. I don't like women. I can't touch a tit. Sorry. That's just who I am. I'm realistic. I just can't. I mean, I have really close friends to me that are lesbians, where I have thought about it. Like, can I be a relationship with them? Yes, I could. Can I be a romantic relationship? Will we snuggle on the couch and watch TV? Yes, I could. Could I have sex with them and be naked with them? I can't. I mean, I can't be true to myself. I'm not attracted to that, so it's not going to go that far. I look the same in both angles. And the camera adds 20 pounds. Because Tasha, now that East Coast isn't here and Jeffrey's not here, she has to attack me and show her true colors of how much I actually get attacked. It's not me attacking her. It's always her attacking me. So Tasha, I will look up the bicuspid valve, but honestly, from my medical professionals told me that wasn't true. But again, maybe I was lied to, so I will definitely look that up, and I appreciate your medical advice being a nurse, okay? You're not a registered nurse, but you are a nurse. You're not a licensed nurse, but you are a nurse, and I respect that. And you said you graduate at the top of your class, so I do respect your education on that, where I don't have that. And again, Tasha being on disability, have you guys seen her? She'll spell out meds like this, and she'll kick off medical terms like this because she knows. She knows she's fucking smart. She comes from a smart family. She's fucking got brains in her head. And have you seen, I mean, seriously, I'm going to bring it up again. Have you seen her, like, drop a transmission in a fucking miniskirt? Like, girlfriend can fix a car like no end, right? Did anyone, raise of hands, know that her van was going to make it from Florida to California? Because I didn't know that. I didn't think it was going to make it that far. And look what she can do mechanically, right? Read a book. You claim heart issues and are clueless. You're no ally. Well, I don't have to claim heart issues because I have them. I'm not claiming because I'm not in disability. Like, what do I have to prove to anything if I was going to say that I have issues? What am I proving? I still work. I don't understand what you mean. Imagine doing all that for nothing. I know, right? Imagine spending all that time and all that. Man, she could have been a nurse practitioner by now. She could have been anything. She wanted to be a paramedic, nurse practitioner, anything you want to be. But that's all right, Tasha. You want to insult my lack of knowledge in the medical field when I push papers to the IRS? You can. That's cool. So, that's totally cool. You can insult me all you want. I don't understand what I'd benefit from claiming that. I don't understand what I'd benefit from that at all. I'm not writing my disability papers right now. I can't qualify for it. So, I've been on the phone with customers where my heart's like just racing, like you can see it through my shirt. I'll show you, like when I'm in SVT again, I'll put a video of it. But I'll be like an SVT and my heart is just doing this crazy shit. And I'm on the phone with the customer, and I'm like, "Oh, let me look that up for you. Can you please hold?" and I put them on hold, and I sit there, and I calm myself down, and I hold my breath, and I try to change my blood pressure enough, like just hold I can't describe it without, I got to do it. And then all of a sudden I feel a snap and a pop in my chest, and then my heart finally comes back down to normal. If I am anxious about it and my adrenaline is running, it will pump my heart faster. So sometimes I let it run out of control with the thoughts in my head, like, oh God, I'm not going to be able to stop this. I'm going to have to go to the ER. what's going to happen with my kids, what's going to happen with my mom, and my brain will go, right? That's the anxiety level. So I have Ativan in my purse. I carry Ativan, and I'll take an Ativan pill, stick it under my tongue, and then I'll break it. Like, it takes a while still. I got to put lavender on my wrist, do some meditation, and then I can break it. But in all honesty, you have to have a lot of proof for SSDI for mental illnesses. They'll take away if you get drug prop. Yep. When Tasha gets called in for review, she's screwed, right? Uncle, 100%. She is so screwed. She really should have came on YouTube and started attacking me. She really shouldn't have, because they would have just left her alone. Like, she really started shit with us. But, hey, that's the bed she lies in. I mean, that's what she wants to do. But I did go to SSDI locally, and I brought my file folder this big of medical issues, and she told me that I'd have to quit my job and not work for a year and then apply for Social Security disability, or else I can't get it. If I have a job that's open to me and capable to work, I can't collect. And I said to myself, well, I can't not work for a year. So I kept going. Like, it's all I could do. Is like, there have been some days where I did leave without pay, and I didn't get paid for leaving because I had no more sick time left. There have been days where I borrowed time, and I do Federal Medical Leave Act, FMLAs. But all in all, I just did what I gotta do, and I kept my job. So you could have been a doctor, but it's your mom's fault. That's right. Yeah, you're right. It's your mom's fault. Everything that you do, you're 44. It's all your mom's fault. It's my fault. It's your brother's fault. It's your father's fault. Everyone else's fault but Tasha Teeling. Tasha Teeling has no fault of what she's done wrong. I'm telling you, Tasha, it's not going to stop till you admit it. That's the first step of AA, isn't it? Admitting your faults and apologizing to those you've done wrong. I'm telling you, you'd learn a lot from Molasses. She's really self-reflecting on what she wanted to do to have her life better. And I admire her for that. I mean, 100% respect that woman for what she's trying to do and change her life. So, Tasha, go get it done, girl. Go get it done. Go get yourself some help. Stop coming on here and attacking us. This does you no good. But, right? Such a victim. Ugh. Baruch assault. But, Daddy, I want a golden egg now. I don't want it later. I want it now. She's strong. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I mean, again, like, Tasha does shit I can't do. She does. I mean, she's got a lot of issues to work through, but she does shit I can't do. I'm telling you. I've always been amazed by that van build. I've been fucking amazed by that van build. So I don't control my own automatic nervous system. I don't. I do a Valsalva maneuver, which you probably heard of because we all have vagal nerves. Is that what it's called? Like the vagus nerve. And so you can change your own blood pressure. It's what it's called, right? The Valsalva maneuver. Some people can press on their eyeballs or press on their vagal nerves or their, their arteries to change their blood pressure. And when that does, it triggers your heart to go back to normal. So if you guys want, again, hey, how about this? Like I said before, I don't know how I will find out. I will figure out how next time in SVT, I can take my phone and show you my blood, my heart rate, because I have an app for that where it does the pulse ox on your finger, and I'll show you my heart rate, and I will, on live cam, hold my breath and change my blood pressure, and you'll see my heart rate drop. How about that? Because I ain't a liar. So... I know, Uncle Boozy. Did you watch my Pintastic 2021 video? I was playing Willy Wonka. You know what? They have a new Beatles game. New Beatles pinball machine that came out. And it's like the announcer and the songs, and you change the records when you go around. It said that it was played just like the Sea Witch, where it's a really big open pinball, and it has like... It doesn't have any ramps to it. You just kind of like loop around and it gets stuck in the middle, and there's a swirly record in the middle that takes your ball and kind of tosses it around the playing field again. But the Sea Witch, I guess, does the same thing, and it's just like that. So, no, you're right, Uncle. Like, I don't have to explain myself, but like I said, There was a big discussion about me in Melton John's chat that really hurt my feelings, and there's been discussions in Joni Portwood's chats too about me, and so I kind of feel like, I don't know, I don't know why I feel I need to defend myself, but I do. So I did play Godzilla too. Yeah, Godzilla was there. And I'll tell you, for being brand new, I'm surprised at how many flaws it had. One of the main things I found is the ball was stuck on top of the building, and the building rises, and the machine didn't know where my ball was. So it had to go all the way to the top and then come all the way down to the bottom to drop the ball to realize what a ball was. So I was surprised about being new. Houdini was super cool. Watch my Pintastic video if you have time. I mean, even just fast forward and scroll through it. But there's a Pintastic video where I'm wearing my Teeling shirt because Tasha says I'm not a Teeling, but I am. And we played video games all day. So the one that you can read my cell. You can read my cell phone somewhere? Oh, the one that can read your cell. I'm like, you can read my cell phone? What you talking about? I'm going to vag out. I don't know what that means, vag out. Nuclear Meltdown, I don't think I have, but I'm going to look it up and see if it looks familiar to me. I have 1% battery life, so I really have to get off here and go to bed. But no, Uncle Boozy, I did a short video this weekend because I went to New Hampshire, Southern New Hampshire Pinball Club. But I have a big one for Pintastic. It's the Expo in 2021 at Sturbridge Village in Massachusetts. It was gigantic. It was like 2 or 3 rooms full of pinball machines. So please look that up. I'm going to let you guys go now. Again, I have 1% battery life, and I don't want to cut it out without saying bye to you guys. Thank you for joining me. I'm sorry for the rants. I'm sorry for the Teeling drama. I really am. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Tasha calling me up here. But I'm so glad that I have all like these friends that I've made because you guys have been so much fun. And Katie Hoke, sorry to interrupt you. I saw you were live. I see you on Davey's channel. Can I contact you somehow? I'm a former GS11 and want to share some info with you. Yep, it's LoriTravels@gmail.com. So if you wanna look me up, I believe that's my email, Katie. If not, I'll respond to you again here. But I think it's LoriTravels@gmail.com if you want to contact me by email. So thank you, Daddy Sales. Thank you, Uncle Boozy. Uncle, you fucking crack me up every day. I swear to God, you guys are hysterical. Thank you, Phil, and to sorry, I'm really tripping out. I'm so tired. Thank you, everybody, for supporting me, and I'm sorry if I didn't call everyone's name out. Ken, again, I'm sorry for all the struggles you have, but I'm so thankful we're friends now. Thank you for being my wrenches and supporting me, and again, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you.